Yo, 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 yo. Say It With Chess podcast, series 2, episode 6. And do you know what? I'm glad it says 6 because it's going to roll into why it's taken 6 months. Episode 6, 6 months. It's making a lot of sense. I just want to say a big apologies to everyone that's been asking about podcasts, actually. Loads of people on my travels in the last 6 months have been talking about, like, where's the podcast been and stuff like that. But yeah, don't even feel like 6 months, does it, you guys?
No, it's gone quick.
So if you're new to the podcast or you've been watching the last few episodes and you've been waiting for the new one, I go by the name of Walshy. We've got my guy Infurious to the left of me. We've got my guy Krish across me over there. And we've got my boy A Dizzle just across me there as well, man. So boys, 6 months, a very long time. And there is a lot that's happened in 6 months, man. So let's just have a little general catch up, really, just with what's been going on with you guys, what's been going on in the world. Who wants to kick it off?
Running Furious.
Well, I quit DJing.
Fucking alright, cool.
So that's my 6 months. So next,
we'll get into more about that. Why?
What an
Like, it's funny for us because obviously we're friends. But we'll get into a bit more about that a little bit later about that and where you're at now. But yeah, obviously some of you guys picked up some new residencies roles in the club. So Chris, we'll just kick off with you, bro.
Yeah,
I think last
time I was on here, I think I was doing Story and Croydon on Saturdays. So then now I'm in Prison Brighton on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started that.
And potentially a new little Friday gig somewhere. Don't want to say too much yet.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
Where you now Fridays?
Camberley Fridays still. It's been a year and 2 months now. So yeah.
Big up.
Obviously, you've come a long way in 6 months, let alone how long ever you've been DJing. How do you feel like things have been for you in that 6 months, going to like bigger clubs and doing guest sets in some places as well?
Yeah, I mean, like I was in Marbella for like 2 months over summer, like back and forth doing guest sets over there, which in places that I wanted to do last year that I couldn't do, and now I've done it this year, so which was good. And then also just doing more gigs across the UK. Some more stuff in the recon venues, which has been good. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
And just generally speaking, where can people catch you on the weekend? So
yeah, you out? Friday True Camberley, and then Saturday Prison Brighton, probably the best Saturdays.
Sick.
That's
another topic.
Let's wait for that. I want to wait. For that. Not too soon. Anyways, A Dizzle, it's been a minute, bro.
No.
Talk to us. What's been going on with you? What new clubs you at?
Well, what's going on with me? Life is great. Can't complain. Yeah, loads of holidays, loads of different locations. Obviously, like Infurious says, take a break. So I took that. In terms of clubs, yeah, a couple of new spots. Birmingham.
Just to stop you, them sweets allow.
Check the packet.
You don't really want to start.
Check the packet.
Check
the pack.
Are they, bro?
Suitable for vegetarian.
Am I vegetarian?
No, but that's what you can.
Vegans.
Yeah,
Hold
it's an
on.
indicator.
That's an indicator.
Yeah.
Nah, anything that
Otherwise
says
it's got gelatin.
pause. Anything that says no gelatin on there means it's halal. So this clearly is halal.
But when you bought the sweets, did you look for no gelatin, or did you just pick them up?
Do you really think I look at packages? I look at the sweet and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
All right, part timer. Anyways, back to a few of your new spots. Where you at, bro?
Yeah. So I do Birmingham now. Rosie's. Can't lie. It's up there. Probably.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah. The equipment, the club, the staff, the GM, management, everything. It's sick. I mean, I've never seen a club you walk into it and see a pair of 3,000 and that's land. So that's that.
There's something about independent clubs, isn't there? Obviously, we'll talk a little bit more about that.
I mean, it's not really independent, is it? Though. Is
there a few Rosies?
Yeah, there's loads. It's basically like like the half the same chain as like Pop Hold and what's the other one? What's the bar? Was it bar above? What do we call
Bar
it?
Beyond.
That's the one. Yeah. All of them ones. No, not that one. Sorry, Be at One. That's it. Be at One.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's really good there. Obviously, I do Watford Mondays, and then Essex on Fridays and Bristol on Saturdays.
Nice, man.
Best Saturday night in the spot.
Infurious. Going back to your introductory comment. Come on. So obviously, just to break it down for those who don't know Infurious or been lost in transition in the last 6 months because everyone's been doing their own thing. Man like Infurious quit DJing Whether that's what he wants to discuss and say why, that's up to him. But he's made a comeback again, which I knew he would, slowly but surely. So yeah, do you want to kind of fill us in more about that, bro?
Yeah, basically, I was doing well. I had the best year of my career. I done Wireless, I done Kistry, Marbella, I done Leeds Festival. Do you know what I mean? One of my best years. I was in Cirque London quite a lot. I was every single week in Manchester Cirque Manny. I had the best Saturday night in the country at Attic Windsor, and I was killing it. I was loving it, but I was just like, you know what? Time for a change. So I just cut it all off. July. My last gig was like Leeds Festival. Yeah. Wireless. And Leeds, and that
What
was
about Monday?
Monday?
Yeah, Nike.
Oh, Tuesday. I did
Oh, Tuesday,
Tuesdays
yeah,
at
Tuesday.
night.
Yeah, but
that's just-
do you really look at that and think that's? I mean, you're DJing,
I'm
but
just
that's not
there,
really a
just-
club gig, is it?
Yeah, it's not a club gig. I quit DJing in the clubs. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I done. I took some time out. Worked hard, saved some money, and just like took my time. I just had the whole summer, kind of just chilling, just walking around, getting a tan, just waking up at good times. You know what I mean? Like, and it felt great. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's a different life. I've been in the game for a minute.
Obviously, up to you if you want to go a bit more in detail with that. It's completely up to you. But just from someone on the outside, quitting what you've been doing for quite a long time is a very big leap.
Massive.
But initially when you first was telling me that you was gonna do it, I felt like it was just like that you weren't just gonna quit completely. That's exactly what I just knew that because I just know how you are. But I felt like it was a reset for you. You needed that big reset to come away from that situation to reevaluate how you can maybe do things differently if you're happy, all them kind of things. But yeah, sorry if you want to continue about it.
No, exactly like that. And I feel like, sometimes you don't know you need a reset. I was just like, I just want to back up. And I backed up. Don't get twisted. I had a great time. I had great clubs, great management. Do you know what I mean? I was in Manchester every week. I was in a Hilton hotel every single Friday. Breakfast in bed. Great team at Cirque. It was a great time. But I was like, you know what? Let me just take time. I took time. And, not in a bad way, but life catches up. We've got bills to pay. You know what I mean? I had a whole summer where I was doing nothing, just chilling, relaxing my body, and it felt great. My body needed that. But now, obviously, I got bills to pay. Cost of living's gone up. Like, petrol, everything's gone up. So now, I'm just doing a couple spots here or there. I do Basel on a Saturday and something coming soon on a Friday.
Not to talk too much, but something big coming.
Something coming. Like, some people know, hardly any, but something coming.
See, do you know what? I admire what you did there, bro, because as we all know, sitting around this table, we have our moments where we need that time out, whether we're getting ill, we're getting exhausted, whatever it is. So to take that risk of, the financial difficulty as well, because, listen, it's no, like, we all know that DJs get paid fairly well, but you can't go from being a DJ to, like, going back into retail, for example. You see the big difference, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I admire that, man. I admire that you took that leap. And obviously, I know you had some savings, and obviously you've had to dip into that.
Yeah, 100%.
Just like what we had to do during COVID.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're back, bro, and I knew you was coming back. So
Appreciate that. But I'm back for a bit. I'm just, just doing what I have to do so I can pay bills. I'm not out here trying to do 100 clubs like you guys. I'm just like...
That's more than
bills.
2.
Yeah, or my man's in my bed. I'm just paying my bills. I value in the club. People appreciate me and they want me, so I'm gonna do what I can do. But yeah, who knows what's gonna happen next? But soon come.
yeah, I mean, yeah. To reiterate, it's been 6 months. Apologies, guys. I have actually had a lot of people in the clubs, like people that we know, been asking about podcasts as well. Because it's not just about DJ stuff that we talk about. We talk about like bits and pieces, like everything that's going on. But for me, the 6 months gone so
Crazy.
quick. I've had a very, very busy 6 months, man, and never did I ever picture coming out of COVID, let alone this year alone, to be like what I've been doing this year. Wireless with Infurious,
Yeah.
that was a big booking.
Crazy.
Obviously, big up for you on Reading and Leeds as well. That's another big
Appreciate
booking. But yeah, Wireless was not something that I kind of thought, oh shit, 2022, Walshy's gonna be doing Wireless. So yeah, price has gone up, the vibes. Obviously, I've been touring with my boat, Jack Fowler, all around the island.
What's your bay, Jack Friday, did you say?
My boy.
Oh,
That's in my bay.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
We definitely need to go down to Harley Street. Check your ears out, mate. But yeah, no, I've been touring with my boy Jack Fowler. He's been touring around all around the islands in the summer, so that was a good experience. Went IB for before that started as well.
Yeah.
So been really active, man. Yeah, it's been a really good 6 months. And I've been waiting to do this, but I just haven't had the time. But yeah, one thing I do want to ask you guys,
What are you looking at me for?
well, not so you actually, because I think this is your first year doing it. Freshers.
Oh yeah,
I feel like freshers this year was a little bit of a weird one.
it was dead.
Yeah.
In comparison to the years of freshers that we've done some crazy shit, bro.
30
Like
nights
we're
in a
talking
row.
like exactly 30 nights in a row. It weren't like that this year. It still felt intense because obviously we haven't done that kind of schedule since we've come back from COVID, right? But I felt it was really weird this year, not just because it weren't so busy or there weren't so many nights that we were doing, but just the vibe. I don't know, it was a bit different, man.
But
in the
I
clubs.
came to Prism with you when you covered Terry one time on a Wednesday last year for when it was start of freshers,
Brighton.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that, I can never. None of that can compete with this year's freshers.
Mm.
But I think that's also because last year we had 2 years of freshers coming together because we missed out 2 years or a year.
But what do you think it is? Because obviously you say like last year at Nottingham, fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like
Literally.
Nottingham was absolutely insane. Like even when we was doing Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Like
The club opens within 10 minutes, wall to wall.
it was absolutely insane. But this year, like, you know, I'm not at Nottingham anymore because drive is crazy. You know, and we have to move on at some point. But obviously I appreciate my memories and then the opportunities down at Nottingham. Absolutely amazing. But it was just obviously this year what wasn't so busy, right? And I've seen it in other clubs as well. Just the vibe alone. It's just I feel like it's just took a bit of a turn for the worse, really. What do you boys think? I know A. You've been doing some freshers stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, didn't it? The vibe's obviously not the same, but I also feel like the crowd are not with it no more. I don't know. I feel like this whole new generation, it's all about the little moments, really. They're not enjoying the club. They're coming to the club literally just to take a couple of stories. They're out. They don't
The
give a
only
shit.
place that I've seen like with crazy energy this year is when I was at Ministry of Sound.
Yeah.
But that's
and-
ministry. Like that's always gonna
yeah, but
have.
I don't think it's particularly the club. I think it's
It's
like
the
I've
crowd.
never actually DJ'd in London for students, right? It's the first time. I've always been on like, you know, the far away places like Southampton, Brighton, Nottingham, all them kind of places with them big unis, right? But I've seen the difference between those kind of unis that I'm used to the uni that I'd done in London, right? And it was just like, oh shit, like why are these guys a lot more amplified or a lot more up for it than the outskirts, like, you know, outside of the M25? Because normally when we discuss things amongst DJs about like what crowds are up for it, who's up for parties, it's people outside London, right?
We always.
But in this circumstance, it's like it's the complete opposite. And obviously, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Really, it's been a bit of a weird one, this freshers.
It's hard to pinpoint what it is, but I do feel like, you know, if you see those students in the club with mash up Air Forces, you know they're there to have a great time.
100%.
Literally. Whereas if you look at someone and they're all dripped out, you know what they're there for. Just a stunt, really. So I think that's the difference. I think the people that come to Ministry, like you said, they're proper students, international students as well, where they're here just to have a great time, you know? They've got £3 in their bank account. They're going to spend that £3 just to have a great time. So,
I
yeah,
think
that's how it should be.
I think the energy's different, big time. And like, I
To
think
be
last
fair, though, the one that we did at Windsor, that was
that
actually alright.
I can't lie. That night was properly. Yeah, it was popping.
It was probably one of the best ones.
Yeah,
Right?
out of the ones I've done as well,
Yeah.
definitely one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Even just through the warm up as well, it was still lit through the warm up stage, which you never really have a lit crowd on a warm up stage. But it was. I think it's. You see, last year everyone was out Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
This year it's just Friday, Saturday, even Thursdays, wherever. It's not really the same as it used to be. So I think it's a Friday, Saturday thing now. I think that's just the culture now.
Mm.
It's funny you say that, though, because I feel like, forget the freshers for a second, even the clubs right now, I feel like everything's on a dip. The crowd ain't really there
It's
no
been
more.
dipping for a while.
Yeah. I'll say it's like legit every week is going like that. Obviously, cost of living's gone up. People ain't got money. But then I was talking to someone from the club on Tuesday, and obviously Halloween is coming up, and this month's got 5 weekends, should I say? And when he said that, it kind of made sense. They're saving themselves for that, based on the fact that obviously everyone's broke, no money. So let's see what happens then. But yeah, the last maybe 4 or 5 weeks is just literally going down, down, down.
You mentioned Halloween, so I actually briefly remember, like earlier in the episodes of the series, we was actually talking about songs we dropped last New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think this New Year's going to be like, and Christmas? Do you think it's going to be again another? Because I found it quite weird the last New Year's. Not saying it weren't popping, it was popping. But it didn't feel like a New Year's Eve. So do you think it's going to be the same case this
I think it's
year?
going to be better this year. Obviously, don't forget last year that Omicron variant was going around, so we didn't even know if we was going to get New Year's. So I think, and obviously where Christmas just finished, and people saving themselves for Christmas, keeping themselves indoors before Christmas so that they don't have COVID for Christmas, also played an impact. I agree, it wasn't the same. I think this year will be different. I think Halloween will be great. I mean, Halloween last year was great. I'll be honest. I think it was good.
Trying to think, where was I at last Halloween?
I don't know, but you
Culture.
yeah, culture.
Squid Games. You made me wear a Squid Game.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because we had the same outfit.
Can I say the venue?
Yeah.
Jacko?
Jacko, yeah.
Did we do a Halloween thing?
Yeah, you did a
I was
Halloween.
dressed in the Squid Game.
You did a Halloween. You did
Yeah.
a Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you remember that?
You remember that?
Bro,
This year's gone so fast.
I
That
did
felt like that was 2 years.
Remember, I did an
2 years
event
ago
at
was
Jacko the week
COVID.
before.
Yeah, no, but it's just like how things have gone so far. That's crazy. Okay, fair enough.
I did the event at Jacko a week before yours. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, lot. Obviously, Halloween's coming up. You guys thinking of dressing up or what?
Well, I mean, ironically, these guys just reminded me my own event and how embarrassing is that. We've actually got another culture this year for Halloween. We're making it. Make sure everyone dresses up in Furious. You still haven't shouted Silk yet, by the way. Just double check that, cross-reference that. Everyone's got to dress up. I don't know what I'm gonna go as. I'll probably just go as myself.
Is that scary?
Some people call me scary, apparently. Yeah, hold tight, you. What are you guys going as?
Can we pick costumes for each other?
All right, cool.
Love.
Okay, hold on.
If I had to pick one for Walshy,
What would you pick for
Here we
Walshy? Go on.
Watch what you say, bro. Watch what you say. That's
I've
what
got one in
I'm
my head. I can't say it.
saying. Be nice. Be
I'm
nice, bro.
dead. What's that program that's been doing the rounds on Netflix?
Don't say that Jeffrey.
That's the
whatever.
one.
Oh.
I'd get him in
What?
that.
He doesn't look nothing like him.
Just
No,
because
it's
he's white,
nothing to do-
innit?
no,
Just
he's
'cause
white.
white. Yeah, that's
No,
it. Just because he's
no,
white,
no.
innit?
Is that what we're doing on the podcast? Is that what we're doing?
No,
Nothing
no,
like
because
this
I'll be
guy.
honest, I was gonna dress up as him.
What?
Yeah, it's nothing to do with
No
colour.
one would even know what you were dressing up as,
No,
though.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't even fucking know. I'd be like, why are you wearing them
All right,
glasses?
bro.
for?
All right, cool. I'll see where this is going. Right, is it
Listen-
my turn now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's what she
All
said.
right, cool. You know what, bro? You might also dress up for the Olympics, Mo Farah. Yeah, go for a run.
The man said both.
No, I'm joking. Anyway,
Oh,
I
mate.
wish Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I have to shave my hair off for that,
Yeah,
bro.
literally.
Get the beers and be like, got 316. Get the belt.
No, if I'm gonna dress up like a Somali, it'll have to be that guy from the pirate thing.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain.
That's it, Phillips.
Yeah, that's a good film, man. If you haven't seen that, that's a good film.
Oh, what about Chris? What's Chris dressing up as?
I don't know.
If I was to say what I said last
Gucci
night,
Mane.
That's a Gucci Mane. What's
Gucci
that?
Mane. All white and everything. White and white.
Do you know what? I want him to like kind of undo his dreads a little bit and be like little Uzi Vert.
I'm dead.
This guy.
Wait, you got dressed now? Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
realise.
What are they?
It's mesh
I
stage.
didn't want to say, but are they your dreads?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Oh, shit. Time to move on, yeah?
Man said, "Is that your
Extensions
dreads?"
in.
No.
I was.
Weave it, yeah?
Nah, low key, I was
Man.
actually debating extensions,
There's
but I was
nothing
like,
wrong with
nah.
it,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Nah, I was debating it, but I was like, nah.
This is why I didn't want to offend. I just wanted to
Nah,
ask.
disclosure,
Nothing
it's
wrong
not. It's mine. It's
with it.
mine.
Okay, it's fine.
Your own hair, yeah.
Yeah, it's mine. now.
All right. So, question is,
That's it.
before we go to the next subject, what are you actually going
It's
to wear
getting
for
hot,
culture?
I have no idea. I have to ask your boy Silk to recommend me and find me a link so I can buy it from Amazon.
I've only got a week.
I do not know what is trending in Halloween right now.
It don't even have to be trending, you know. I mean, it helps it being trending, but
I'll find you 3 outfits, send it to you.
If you can
choose.
do that, somebody
yeah.
just, like,
I'm still
free
even
outfits.
trying to figure out because I'm gonna be in 2 different clubs. I don't know where the same shit, so I may have to get 2 outfits.
Yeah. I don't want to wear an outfit, but
Bro,
He
you gotta
wants
make the
me-
effort. He will tell you.
I don't ever wear outfits to Halloween. I've been DJing, 10, 11
Really?
years? Not once, apart from last year, because they bought me. I don't dress up to Halloween. I'm not that guy. I'll come in my stuff, I'll
Yeah.
do my music, and I'll bounce. He wants me to dress up, I'll do it. Because he wants me to.
Well, you know me, innit? I dress up every fucking
Oh,
year.
man dressed up as a skeleton last time.
Skeleton, what was that, 2017?
that was in
A long time,
winter.
wasn't it? Yeah. But listen, I like to make the effort, innit?
Yeah, he does.
Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So just obviously just to break up the podcast a little bit because
Yeah,
it's not obviously DJ led. But one thing I do want to talk about, a little bit of banter actually, is about the Premier League football. You know, because the season started again since we last spoke.
I'm out of this conversation.
We've had the summer transfer window. But I just want to give props. I know we banter about it a lot, but big up Arsenal. Obviously, they're doing their thing right now. I do think, I don't mean to jinx it, but I'm going to be honest, and every person I've spoken to backs me on it. At some point, you're definitely going to fall off. That is the historics of Arsenal, yeah, because you're not that consistent. But I'll tell you what, you guys have been playing really well.
I don't think Arsenal are going to win the league.
Nah.
I'll take that for free.
Top four.
Yeah,
top
but
four.
This thing is, right, if Arsenal go for the Premier League, the least we'll get is top 4. If Arsenal aim for the top 4, the chances are we're not going to get top 4. But the way Arsenal playing right now, 100%. I think if we play City, we were supposed to play City yesterday, funny enough, right? I reckon we'll smack them up at the Emirates. No joke. The way Arsenal's playing, City
I
cannot.
don't know about that, you know.
No.
Erling Haaland, bro.
Pause. Nah, see, the thing is, people keep talking about this guy like he's a magician.
Bro,
He's a bad boy. Listen, he's a bad boy
facts are
baller.
the facts, bro.
Yes.
Look at the goals.
Yes.
Facts are facts.
All right. The thing is, let me tell you something about City, and I'm sure you're a football fan, anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. When Arsenal played them New Year's Day last year, City, right, individual players are probably the best in the Premier League. Facts. However, if you attack City, you can beat them. That's a fact. They can't defend like that.
Whose defence is better, Arsenal's or Man City's?
Well, man for man, for example, not for example, it is definitely City. However, when Arsenal attack them the way they did last year, but this year, when we've got better players, 100%.
Let me just ask you something quickly. You know, because we all know what Arsenal fans are like. You know, you've been on a very big winning streak lately, so everyone's been like Arsenal,
I'm
all
not
the
gassed.
posts and
I'm
everything
not
like that.
gassed.
But tell me this, because I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember it quite well. When you guys lose, you just disappear off the planet of the Earth.
No, we don't.
You do.
No, we
You
don't.
don't post nothing. You actually don't post anything to do with the football, and then you just ghost for the rest of the day. There's no, like, you won't put any DJ posts up or anything because it just ruins your mood. And it's the only team that I know, like, as fans, that do that.
All right.
That's facts.
So you're telling me
Just
every
saying.
time Arsenal's lost, you've never seen anything from it?
No.
This guy. Right, let me ask you a question.
You Arsenal fans are
All
funny.
right, pause. Your team lost last night, right?
Yeah.
Did you post?
Just about.
Did you post though?
What's that, sorry?
Did you post?
I was in meetings.
Okay.
Yeah. I was actually driving. I don't condone this, by the way. I was actually driving whilst watching Prime. I managed to watch the first 30 minutes, and then I was in a meeting. And then I completely forgot that we were playing. I checked the score. It was 1-0. And do you know what? 1-0 against Liverpool. I'm cool with that. You know, I'll take that.
I mean, we smacked them the other week, but okay.
But they're not playing so well. They're not on their top form. Liverpool. They're not on their top form. But I'll take 1-0. I'll take 1-0.
I mean, you are West Ham, so you have to take 1-0.
Oh, yeah.
I mean?
Because you know what? I'm happy to settle to be like, you know what? We're a mid-table team. We're not going to be top 3. You know, the last 2 seasons, bro, we've exceeded expectations. Like, for me, historically, as a West Ham fan, like, right now, the time is so exciting. Like, we spent so much in the summer window. It's the most we've ever spent as a club. So the time right now, whether we're playing like dead or we've lost some against some teams, doesn't matter. The times right now are exciting. So I don't listen. I can take the L. You can banter about it.
No, that's fine. I'm not bantering you.
I'm cool. But when we banter Arsenal now,
no, you've been banting Arsenal for the last 3 seasons.
Arsenal, bloody hell, it is funny. Not just you, by the way, but Arsenal fans.
All right, pause. Yeah. This guy said in the last 3 years, so let's just say COVID onwards, West Ham is better than Arsenal.
The last 2 seasons we've played better than you. That is facts. That is facts.
Okay, are you above them in the league at the end of the season?
They were the season before last.
Oh, then
yeah, but last season, towards the end, that's when you kind of found your form a little bit, and you ended up a place or 2 places higher, which is, you know, congratulations. Yeah, but credit where it's due, bro. Last 2 seasons, overall as a team, we've played better than Arsenal. This year, you've come out, and I'll tell you what, I've got to give props to Arsenal. You guys have been playing amazing. It's been a pleasure to watch you guys.
Look, this is what I think is going to happen in the end of the season. It's going to be City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Where's Spurs?
Fuck Spurs.
Oh, mate, did you see the video I put up?
Yeah.
You see the video?
I got a question.
See the video?
Obviously, the video's lit, but you support West Ham. So what's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, if you supported Arsenal, that video would have been top tier, right? But you support
but I'm not talking from an Arsenal standpoint. I'm talking from every football team standpoint.
Why does no one like Spurs?
It's just they
Who
just
the
don't
fuck
them.
likes Spurs?
Bro, Spurs were doing decent, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, well, they fell off.
Nah, do you know what?
Did they
Do you
not
know
come
what?
above Arsenal a couple seasons?
Yeah, the last couple of years actually.
There we go. Say no more.
But what do you mean, bro? Because I don't need to be an Arsenal fan to say that.
No, I think
You know what I'm saying?
personally, you, my friend, as a West Ham fan, have a soft spot for Arsenal.
I do. They're my second team.
Okay, fair enough.
My late nan that sadly passed away, she was a big Arsenal fan. So, you know, I've definitely got a soft spot for Arsenal. But you know what I just don't like? I say it straight. It's
What,
just,
the fans?
just people like you.
Me.
Yeah.
Why?
Straight to the
Why is
point.
that? 'Cause what?
Because you
No,
lot
no,
just
I can take it. I
Can
can
you?
take it.
Huh?
Of course I can. Don't say hi like you're a football fan. You never know.
No,
nothing about him.
that's shit anyway.
This guy,
He's like, huh?
I thought I was the only non-football
Let's talk
fan
about
that
Grand
won.
Prix. I want to talk about
Formula
Grand Prix.
One, bro. Let's go.
But unfortunately, we're not talking about Grand
What,
Prix.
Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Do you even know about that? Yeah. Do you watch that?
What do you mean?
That's his thing. That's his
Wait,
thing.
and you DJing this thing?
Yeah, DJ.
When is that? But why are you not talking about that? Why are you not shouting out from the roofs?
Yeah, DJ in Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
When?
3 weeks time.
Big.
Bro, you're downplaying that, bro. You should be like,
Every
you
week,
should be
post
proud of
post
that.
Post that.
No, I
post
need
that.
to.
Congratulations.
Pause.
Thank you.
You, my friend, this guy didn't even post about Leeds till like 3 hours before he set.
Yeah,
What's
but
that about?
You know what he's like.
Yeah.
You know, man.
That's
You
something
should be-
that's,
listen.
Your shit with social media
That's
like
something
that.
that he knows that he's got to work on. He's working on a little project right now, which we're going to talk about. Allow him. Yeah.
Arsenal.
What?
Let's go back to the Arsenal talk.
No. There's
Oh,
no
we're
Arsenal. There's
moving
no
on,
Arsenal.
we're moving
talk. We're finished with Arsenal. I've done my praising for the day. I think that's my praising for the month of Arsenal.
the month?
Guys,
Right,
I
for the
even
year, for the
praised
year,
you
for the rest
guys.
of the
I
year,
even
bro.
praised you guys in the video. Like, how much props do you want? Yeah. Anyways,
Fair play.
cool. So that's football talk done. I'm glad we had that, got that out of our system. Do you know what I'm saying? Infurious mentioned something earlier when we was kind of just having a brief catch up, and obviously it's the cost of living and the struggles right now. I can't lie. I'm not even gonna cap on it. I'm definitely feeling the pinch. It's crazy out there, man. And I tell you what, I've been saying it in a few conversations with people about it. It's definitely gonna get worse.
100.
I mean, Liz resigned today, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit all up in the air at the moment, man. It's the wrong time to get on the property ladder. You know, I went in Superdrug the other day, right? Because like monthly I go there to just get all like my body sprays and all that kind of stuff. Bro,
Bit of Creed.
I don't do Creed in
I
Superdrug.
was joking.
Chris.
Bro,
wish,
stick to your juke, bro. Stick to your juke. Man said Creed in Superdrug.
I get 10%.
You go in Superdrug and ask what Creed is.
They won't even
They'll
know,
be
bro.
Sorry, mate.
It's on Netflix. Creed 1, Creed 2.
yeah, exactly. Stick to your juke, mate. All right. I went in there, bro, and body spray minimum £5. £5
I
for
don't really
body
know
spray.
what it's supposed to be.
No, I'll tell you what shot me the other day. Chicken
Deodorant.
burger and chips, £6.99.
£5 for deodorant?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Go Tesco, bro. And sure.
But I've been
Yeah,
going.
sure thing,
I've
bro.
been going a lot of places, and it's varying from £3.50 up to anything like £6.50, just for your deodorant.
I remember it used to be like 90p or some shit. Like, that. It was
And then
like-
yesterday I went to Lidl for the first time. 'Cause I
First
need-
time
I need-
Lidl. Bougie guy over here.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Okay.
First time Lidl. Have you been Lidl before?
All the time.
Have you been Lidl?
I got it.
Yeah, but I didn't know there. I didn't know there was a Lidl right
didn't know
next
it
to Beckton.
existed.
Yeah, Beckton is new.
Yeah, it's quite a new one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know, so I needed to go get some bits for my nan, right? So I thought, let me get some bits for myself. I actually got quite a lot, and the value that I got for how many items I bought, I was like, wow, that's cheap.
Bro, we've been on Lidl for like forever, bro.
But
I've known Lidl's since I was born.
Bro, that's all we've been
Literally,
doing.
yeah.
They used to have like 20p yogurts. I was like, yo, like this is the one. They want Muller. It was some Eastern European. Bro.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Banging. I'm like, no. But you know what's crazy? Even Lidl's going up, you know?
Yeah, 100.
So you're jumping on Lidl now, which is still cheaper than Tesco, but like Lidl, it's going up.
Lidl got the best sweets.
But I'm going to tell you this right now.
So gelatine.
No
gelatine them.
No gelatine. So I tell you how it is, right, yeah? I think I'm the only one here that lives alone.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like with the cost of living, like, I feel it so much more because I pay for every single thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So like I'm telling you now, my energy, it's more than double. Like energy, I just want to say quickly, it's crazy, right? Energy in 2020. Imagine if it's £100. Yeah, by next April, it's gonna be £500. It's gone up 5 times. You understand? Like people that are at home, that are like, you know, like are on benefits or old people, how they paying their bills?
Can't.
like you got energy, that's crazy, right? Then you got interest rates with mortgage and rent and property. People putting up their rents now because their mortgage rates are going up. How are people going to pay their rent as well as energy? And now food. Yo, I went to IKEA, right? This thing I went to buy £100 just a drawers, like because I just moved. Yeah, just a drawers, £100. 2 weeks later is 125. It went up 25%. I was like, yo.
Do you know one thing that I
Crazy.
feel like's affected me the most, and
Go on.
maybe not so you, but like you guys as well that drive is the fuel.
Yeah.
The fuel's been so up and down.
Yeah.
At points, I've been like, oh, it's starting to come down now.
Yeah.
Then it shoots straight back up.
It went down like 3 weeks ago and it's come back up straight.
What is it
and,
now? Because I don't drive.
189,
Well,
185.
Round about the
186.
190 mark.
Yeah.
190.
Yeah, it was. Cause
I got 185 today.
But petrol seems to be the only one that's
169.
kind of
It's all right.
It went up though.
plummeting down a little bit.
No, but
Not
it
so
did go up.
much.
It did
Yeah,
go up.
but I mean, bro, like
Yeah,
there's a
the difference.
30p
Yeah,
difference
yeah.
between petrol and
How
and diesel
crazy
right
is
now.
that? How crazy is
When you
that?
times that 30p by how many litres you put in your
Yeah,
motor,
100.
wow.
Obviously,
Like,
big up.
wow.
Big up. We don't pay the real price, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
yeah, and the plug.
the plugs.
That's how Walshy, he plugged
Yeah,
me.
you wanna know my little secret? Drop me a little DM, mate.
He plugged me, and then I sold my car. And I can't lie, selling my car, best decision I made this year. I swear to you.
Just a disclaimer: I'm not nicking people's diesel, by the
Nope.
way, and getting a jerry can out of their.
It's all legit.
when they blow, is it? Do they blow it? Do they put the
Yeah,
thing through it? And
yeah,
they
they blow it,
or
yeah.
suck it or something. I
Yeah.
don't know how they do it.
blow it.
You don't
It's-
blow
it's
it,
crazy.
bro. You never had a fish tank in your house before where you clean a tank, so you have to go. It comes out,
Yeah,
not suck it, bro.
yeah. I'm not just as. anyways, anyways, let's end that one. You know what we're talking about. We're not
Oh,
doing
bro.
that, but yeah.
Cost living's crazy.
So, it's like I said, man, like 6 months, been a long time. So much has happened. I've probably not got enough written down in what's happened because you know what people's attention spans are like nowadays. Things happen, we forget, another thing happens. But one thing that I know this guy definitely wants to chat about is Tim Westwood. So the Tim Westwood situation, very techie. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. You're more than welcome. But the thing for me, the reason why I'm bringing up the Westwood thing, I feel like since he's come off radio, I just feel like radio's
radio's
become
dead.
a lost cause.
It has.
Like he was, as we all know, right? Props where it's due. You know, him being on radio and him plugging all that new music, being advocate for hip hop UK. You know, and so exactly Afro beats. Like he was putting on us DJs
On the
to
new
so
shit.
much
Yeah.
new music. It was almost like right now. Let me tell you my schedule right now. So when I'm looking for new music now, I'm now looking at like your Spotify's and TikTok, Instagram, kind of what I was doing before, but not so intensely, right? But I always, as a safety measure, just used to whack on Saturday night Westwood and listen to what he was playing, and that was my guidance for me. Be like, you know what? If Westwood's playing it, I'm gonna try it in the club, right? So now that he's not on the radio, I'm like, now I've got to work even more. Like, and I'm cool with doing that, but I feel a little bit lost without his shows, man. I really enjoyed listening to his shows because it was just new music. It was refreshing the way he would structure music, like some of the old stuff that we've listened to, where it'd play with the hip hop. Like, I actually missed that element when we're talking about Westwood. Just that, by the way, right? But I know we've been having lots of debates in the group chat about Westwood.
It is
innit?
techie, innit?
It's a very techie situation.
Listen,
And
no
it's
one
gone a
knows.
bit quiet. It's gone a bit quiet, isn't it?
As it will, it should do anyway. And it would,
Yeah,
it would
but-
do anyway.
Well, I heard what we're in now, October. So this before I even went out on holiday, I think it was that it was going to take a 2-week investigation, and then obviously everything's going to get cleared up. It hasn't. I personally reckon he's going to come back. That's what I reckon.
It'll be a while though.
Hey, look, I'm going to ask you a question because you are the most controversial guy I know. Do
This guy.
you think he's innocent?
I'd like to hope so.
Okay.
Okay, and I mean that based. Look, Westwood is not my dad. He's not my uncle. He's not my granddad. Okay, but he's obviously my favorite DJ. He's someone I look up to.
Yeah. I agree. He's up there for me.
Yeah.
Definitely up
Do
there,
you get me? Like, if I had to listen to someone play, it would be him. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, we've had him at the clubs. How many times we listen to him just sit there with a drink and just enjoy it? He's the only DJ probably. So, yeah, for his sake as well, and obviously for radio as well. Like, you know,
For the culture.
yeah, for the culture. Like, I used to come out of the club or go to the club, and the show's uploaded. Boom, I'll listen to that. That's the first thing I'll do. I'll get through it. By the time I get home, I'm done. I now know what to do in terms of downloading music, like you said. And yeah, like, it's weird you say that, because the other day I was driving, I was like, fuck, I'd love to listen to Westwood right now, but there's nothing up there. Or, in my head, I was thinking, yo, is he still recording shows so that when he actually does come back, if he comes back, he's ready, so that he's not rusty, for example. But yeah, I reckon he's going to come back because of just how silent things have gone. Do I think he's an angel? No, we all know that. But that's his style, If Westwood was black, I don't think no one would care based on what the things he says. That's what makes him unique, That's what I personally think from my point of view. And let's be real, he's a legend, I just like to think that he didn't do what he did. That's all.
So just playing devil's advocate. Yeah.
I know, what's Chris saying?
No, I wanted
Chris, hold up 1 second. Stop making noises like that. Yeah. Just playing devil's advocate here. Yeah. Obviously, thanks for being honest on that, on a quite a controversial subject. But from people on the outside looking in that ain't so invested like you listening to his show and you being a fan of him and whatever, do you think they would disagree with anything that you said there?
Yeah, because a lot of people in this world are sheeps. It's a fact.
But what do you mean by that?
Because if you see something in the news, let's just say, I don't know, someone out there done.
But it's a big accusation, right?
Well, of course it is. Of course it is. But then again, they say, you're innocent until proven guilty. Until I see facts on the table that he's physically done that, and here's the evidence, and now he's potentially cancelled, for example, then cool. I'm not saying he's done it or not. I'm just saying on the outside, I'm hoping he hasn't done that.
But they made a documentary, didn't they?
They did.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? It is what it is. I think someone's probably out there to spear him. I'll be honest.
Okay.
If I want to make you look so bad, right, I could. It's just how it is.
Okay. So, obviously, I watched the documentary. The only thing I've got to say is not actually about the contents and the context in the documentary.
When it come out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember it coming out on the news one day, and I was like, where did that come from? And then the same night, they had a documentary ready, right? And normally these things take ages, like with the R. Kelly situation. Like, obviously for years, everyone's been talking about R. Kelly, but then it got a bit more intense, was coming on the news, on the news outlets. And then, there was a documentary that come out a few months later, and it was quite a lot more detailed, right? But I was just like, they were ready to do this press release against Westwood, and I didn't know whether it was an infiltrated attack. Look, listen, I'm sitting on the fence about it. In one mind, I hope it's not true, but if it is true, then he's got to be punished for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bit of a weird one, man. And I think the reason why, like I've said when I first started the conversation, is just I just like miss his radio shows. It was just guidance for a lot of DJs, a lot of urban DJs that needed a bit of guidance when it comes to new music. Because I feel like whether we like to admit it or not, and I'll say this with chest, I feel like he was the one guy pioneering and championing new music, and he was giving a lot of DJs the confidence to try new music in clubs. Do you agree with that?
But also he's putting on a lot of artists,
Yeah.
music that couldn't touch the UK scene as soon as they dropped it. So he was dropping it for them as well.
But it was almost like if he was playing a song on his show, if it's co-signed by Westwood, it's like, right, this needs to be in the club. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, not just that. I personally think, and Infurious agree with me on this one. He's probably changed how we DJ in terms of how it is, man. You walk into the club and all you hear is your old school R&Bs and all that bullshit. He has changed the game. If you guys agree with what I'm saying there. You remember we see him and the first tune he played when it come out was Better Now, if you remember. And congratulations. And we thought, right, if he's playing this at this time, what's he going to play towards the end? And he still had it. Yeah. That showed me the game has changed. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he's the only one who did it. And now that gave us a confidence, if you remember. We're like, you know what? Fuck playing crazy and loving that bullshit. Let's start playing the new shit. Yeah. And obviously it's a big risk, right, to play hitters from the get-go, but it's worked. So big up Westwood, isn't it, on that one?
Yeah. No, obviously, the way he structures the set, I've said it to you guys all the time. Anytime there's been an opportunity to go see Westwood, like me and Chris, we see Westwood twice at Scala.
Yeah.
And, it's just for any DJ or anyone that's kind of watching this podcast and thinking, why'd you go watch other DJs on your night off? Why would you want to be in the club?
To get better.
True, right? true. Like you want to rest, like
Wanna
'cause
learn.
it gets a bit exhausting being in the clubs all the time. But also, it's an opportunity to go watch other DJs and what they're doing and get some inspiration. And I can't lie, every time that I've gone to see Westwood to listen to his 5-hour set, by the way, it's just like, oh my days, I need to go back to the drawing board and
100,
incorporate this into
100,
my set.
exactly.
Every time. So in that element, that's why I'm like a bit 50-50 on Westwood. But, you know, situation is techie. Everyone's got their opinions and they dot. But yeah, we'll see, man. I'm not too sure. Let's go around the table. Do you think he'll make a comeback on radio? Just personal opinions, by the way.
Well, personally for me, I think it could happen, but I don't know. I feel like with this day and age, I feel like once Capital have done that, they're not gonna, like you see the same with
Yeah,
Tiny.
but he's not sacked. You guys remember this? Yeah,
Yeah, they
He's
didn't
suspended.
they didn't make a statement saying he was sacked. They just said
They're
that
just stepping down.
actually, if I'm
was it
mistaken,
was it he said he was stepping down
if
himself?
yeah, exactly. Am I wrong in that? He actually made, there was a statement that come out saying that he stepped down, not they let him go. Listen, you can quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
But then when someone does that, do you think they're more guilty than if someone else sacked them?
No, I think obviously it might have been. I don't know, you know, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But it may have been an agreement just to protect the radio station. Do you know what I'm saying? But since that, I've not really seen much. You know, like it's just.
Do you guys even know who's taken over from this show?
Manny Norte, I believe. I'm not too sure if it's still there, but Manny Norte.
But I just like.
I haven't-
He hasn't got the
to be
same
honest, I haven't tapped in.
Look,
energy
I
like
just
that,
I
though.
just want to put out there, like, no disrespect to any of the DJs on the radio, like they're all doing an amazing job and they're on an amazing platform, but I just don't get that buzz like listening to a Westwood show. And I don't talk to any other DJs and we go, oh, did you listen to that radio show the other night? Other than Westwood. Am I real?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, the only two ever radio shows that I've listened to religiously is Jenny Francis when it comes to like R&B slow jams on Choice FM, a bit before your time.
I know what choice FM is. Though,
Yeah,
bro.
but Choice FM, Jenny Francis, absolute legend, yeah. And Tim Westwood. And do you know what? I don't know any other DJs doing it like that. I'll be real.
I know one. If you guys want to know who it is, hit me up on the DMs and I'll plug you up.
Wait, did I plug you?
You plugged me, and I'm plugging them. That's it.
Okay.
I'm out of the loop, bro.
We're in the dark there, mate.
Yeah,
That's
word.
right.
So yeah, all right, cool, man. So we didn't really get round to saying what you said. Do you reckon he'll make a comeback?
I don't think so. Simply because like he's been off radio for a minute, right?
How
And
long's it
now-
been?
6 months,
Is it
Like,
March?
I'm
5
not gonna,
months.
It's not been 6 months.
4 months,
About 3 or 4, I'd say.
I just feel like that. Like, let's be real. People have short attention spans, right? And after a while, they get used to the person not being there. Does that make sense? It's just
Yeah.
life. And I feel like we've all gotten used to him not being there, right?
Yeah.
And maybe he's bosses at Capital, but like we've kind of got used to it. Do we need that extra stress because of some extra back? Do we need that? It's not worth it. So I just feel like no.
Don't forget though, you know all these accusations. They did come out during lockdown, if you remember.
Yeah, they came
Briefly.
out in lockdown.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
telling me about Twitter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They came out, like,
and then
and
it
then
disappeared
So
straight
everyone
away.
was chatting for like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
And then it stopped. And then it came out.
I'll tell you something though, yeah. If you actually go on his Instagram, because he's been posting here and there, right? I've not seen one comment where someone's actually like sending for him.
because he's made it so if the people only he's
No. You can comment whatever you want on
Really?
his page. Yeah, of course you can, bro. But I've not seen no hate.
No,
all
you
I've
can.
seen is-
You can filter that. You can
Yeah, that's what I
only
was
allow
saying. I
your
thought you
fri-
could-
like,
yeah, your-
people that
your
you
friends.
follow
Yeah.
to comment on your post.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. Because he follows you anywhere, innit?
Because that's
Yeah,
actually
so
one of
that's-
the
yeah.
first things I looked at was to see, right, cool, let me see if this has died down here and to see if he's been getting any like kind of hate comments, you know, because naturally you would when you're getting accused of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know, man. I agree with Infurious as well. It's a big thing to come back from.
It is. But
And when you look at from the aspect of what he was being accused of and the scale of it,
Yeah, it's-
especially with
it's big.
universities involved as well, it's just like, right, well, if universities and these particular promoters are going to cancel him out because they're predominantly his biggest bookings, right? Where's he going to get booked? So it's just like
Overseas.
it's a big obstacle to overcome. I think personally, it's the furthest it's ever got when it comes to these accusations, because these accusations have been going for years, right? A bit like the R. Kelly thing, maybe not to the extent of R. Kelly.
I think it's because
Thing is, though,
I think
with
because of
R.
the
Kelly,
current
we knew,
climate,
innit?
right?
We knew. that what was it, 2018 Christmas times for New Year's. We knew,
Mm.
you know, especially when that documentary come out. But
But
look,
you played
we see
Ignition
it.
on New Year's Eve, right?
Fuck off. This guy.
Okay, let's.
I ain't no R. Kelly tune for
You know what? Because he said for you, raise your hands if you still listen to R. Kelly.
No,
At home.
In your warm up mix.
No. At home, it's fine, yeah.
No, I haven't.
Brother, I don't. On my Spotify, I said it before in this podcast, he's blacklisted on my Spotify. It's what it is.
I've not listened to a R. Kelly tune probably since that's happened.
Actually,
But let me just I just want to clarify something, because I know we've actually gone over this when we've had like, you know, our chats behind the scenes and whatever, and I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before as well.
Oh, people playing it. Oh, yeah. I've
But
seen that.
yeah, I've actually heard people. I'm actually hearing it getting played more.
Yeah.
Really?
Slip through the cracks.
American DJs play it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
like
just saying.
like black weddings, you know, especially in America.
what,
as well.
Ignition or
R. Kelly,
any
mate.
any R. Kelly.
Step in the name of love, they probably
Yeah,
play.
yeah, because it's a big wedding song.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I don't go out of my way to go, if I'm like, you know, going on my laptop and downloading some songs and I've got some music in the background or on my Spotify in the car, I don't purposely type in R. Kelly. I've got some of these songs, yeah, some of the harmless songs.
What song? No, I'm asking, what song?
We'll come back to that,
Harmless.
This guy.
right? Just threw me off. I've got some of these songs in some of my playlists on Spotify, right? I don't go, right, I'm just going to click R. Kelly now. It just comes on shuffle. I don't go on his profile on Spotify. I don't do that. But if it comes on, it comes on. I haven't got like the ignitions or the bump and grind. I ain't got none of that kind of stuff. Or Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which obviously was with Aaliyah as well. I haven't got that stuff on the playlist. It's just like other like album cuts that he, like, you know, the genius he is R&B, like the album cuts from his albums, innit? And some of them are in my playlist, and that's it. So I'll admit that with facts, I do. But yeah, it's a techie one, mate. But anyway, I'm glad you said what you said, yeah, because it's still in your mixes, mate, and you need to change your mix or make a new one, mate.
I don't play that mix.
Don't you?
So it's everyone's prerogative to, if they want to play that mix, I don't play it. I don't play my warm-up mix. Bro, I made that in 2015, right? It's 7 years ago. It's got Hotel, it's got Snake, it's got, I don't know, like...
He probably wrote 50% of the songs.
He probably wrote, because like,
Literally.
it's genius in R&B, right? But I don't play that mix anymore. Like, not because of
No, I hear
that,
it.
it's because that mix is just played out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's played out.
It's rinsed.
Like, every DJ's played that a million times. So it's like, I just played that one I sent you, that Reggae Zone, that 2 hour one. Yeah, that's hard. Have you got that? I'll send it to
No,
you.
cold.
send that.
What is it on Dropbox?
I got my job. I can send it to anyone. If you want this 2 hour mix, clean R&B, hip hop,
Clean?
warm up, message me. I'll
No
send
one
it to you.
clean.
Sweet.
clean.
What day?
That's clean.
Do you know what? This one obviously planned to talk about R. Kelly, but I'm glad like we're going in this direction with it, because there's a question I actually want to ask you.
Who?
You.
What about R. Kelly?
Nah. We're done with
Okay.
it, man. We're going through the motions.
Okay, we're in furious time. Yeah, step up.
You, like once upon a time, probably a few years ago, you was a big fan of Dutch Velli, right?
Yep.
You bought some merch and everything like that.
Yep. I bought the album. I got a T-shirt.
Do you still have his music on your laptop?
I do.
It's
do.
on my laptop,
Where ain't been played.
but I haven't played it.
Yeah, same.
You haven't
And-
played it. Have you played it at home?
No. One time, by accident.
By accident? What do you mean by
do you know
accident?
why?
How does that
Because I
happen?
had this playlist, this urban playlist that I made in the pandemic, and I was adding tunes that were popping from then. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then like one of his tunes come on, him and Honcho, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed Dutch Velli's music. Like, I was playing
He
on
was
a
up
regular
there
basis. I
during
bought the
lockdown.
album.
Yeah.
I don't buy albums. I was like, yo, Dutch is killing it. Like, he's on the rise. Like, him and Abra in the pandemic time were killing it. I was like, yo, like I like it. Bando Dairo's remix when he had all the forum. I loved it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But unfortunately, you know, whatever. But there's no, you know what I mean?
See,
don't
I think
play it.
that's another funny one, isn't it? Like, I know we've spoke about it amongst ourselves as well. Like, and a lot of people actually chat about it still. It's just like he was literally just there to pop, and then all this stuff happened. But you know, I hear through the grapevine, people that I know that are affiliated with him, people that are close with him. You know, I hear that like a lot of it's not true. You know, and someone was actually in for him.
Yeah, I've always believed that.
And it's just like, do you know what? Like, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm like, because accusation's an accusation, right? It's a big accusation. But then, you know, there's always two sides to a story, and it's a shame, really, because like I actually enjoyed his music when it was coming
His
out.
music was
It
lit.
was the drill that was hitting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
100.
obviously I feel like after that flop for him, that's when all the drill started getting a bit silly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he was the last straw of where Graham, like not Graham, sorry, like the drill was hitting. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's funny you mentioned them because I actually got asked for Bando Diaries on Saturday.
Did
I
you
don't-
play it?
Yeah.
I didn't play it, but I'll be honest. I did think about
Consider
it.
it. You consider
But
it.
Do you know
Yeah.
what though, right? If you was to play a Dutch Avelli song in the club,
I don't think
like in
anyone
the
would bat an
R&B room,
eyelid. No
do you,
one bat
do you
an
think people would be like, "Oh, you're playing Dutch"?
No
I'll
one
tell you
bat an
why. I'll tell you
eyelid.
why. You know, Tion Wayne and him. I don't know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's his verse comes in, and I normally go Dutch Avelli. We don't play that and keep it moving, right? But there's been times where like I'll run to the toilet and his part is obviously on, right? I just let it play because I can't lie, it is still hard.
How is that your toilet song?
No, I went to the toilet at one point. Just saying.
That's not a toilet song, bro.
Oh,
No,
mate.
bro, what do you mean? That's like no. Okay,
Nah.
if you play Clash, you can play Clash right to the
Bro,
end.
I'm not playing that as my toilet song.
Nah.
I'm playing something cool with a lady, bro. What happens if
you
it kicks off?
pause.
Yeah, what? Toilet.
You
kicks
don't,
off.
you don't put I don't know for the toilet song.
No,
I put more gun lean for the toilet.
Yeah,
song.
that's
No.
it. Yeah.
I
No,
put like
no, no,
work
no.
Rihanna.
No, but
something
you're
like
not
that.
listening to me. I never said that's my
Tatiana
toilet
vibes.
tune. I'm saying I went to the toilet,
Wrong
and obviously
time.
that part come, and I just let it play. Do you get me? But look, Clash, yeah, you can play Clash throughout the whole.
No,
No, you
not
can't
really.
actually. It's dead. It dies. It dies.
What I
Are you
do,
mad?
Everybody goes
What's
to
what's
that
the end
bit.
part? I do.
Yeah,
I go straight to
you
the
play
end
the
part.
first
And then you
verse,
just cut into
chorus,
the
you go
nash
to the
bit,
end
bro.
bit.
Yeah.
And then that's
boom,
it. Yeah, but I'm
tune
saying
done.
if you want to go to the toilet, that's not a bad tune to go toilet to.
Yeah, it is a bad
It
tune.
is.
Well, Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it dies off after
Look, with all,
after the first
listen,
chorus.
I
bro.
can, we can sit
Yeah,
here.
Lash,
we can
that's
sit
it.
here right now and say 5 songs that are guaranteed that are going to keep your floor as a toilet song. Yeah, I can name 5 right now.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, innit? I
No,
went
it's
toilet.
okay,
I had
I
to,
get
when
it.
I need listen, if I need to go toilet, I'm going toilet. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't know.
no, I didn't. You don't listen to what I'm trying to say to you. At the time it was
Pardon
on, I
the
really
pun.
needed to go, and yeah,
I don't know.
I'm going.
But yeah, like you know, it's ironic about the Westwoods. You know, not so much the R. Kellys.
No, okay.
And the Dutch Avellis. But leading on from this, I actually see something the other day on, you know, the Shade Borough, you know, all them kind of pages, that Jamaica are going to start, like, stop condoning, like, music that promotes violence.
Contact
Yeah.
Skilly.
So obviously
Skilly,
that's
fuck Skilly.
Vibes, Skilly, that's all of them. And I'm like, well, you're just cancelling out all your own music, right?
Mm.
What did you guys think about that?
They're still gonna release songs, so who gives a fuck? Whether that be in another country or Jamaica.
But that's their homegrown genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm
listen,
saying?
yeah, but hear me out. Vibes Cartel is in prison and he's still making dough,
Hundreds.
right? Doesn't matter where he's at, right?
He feels like I feel like he's been in prison before I even started raving.
Yeah,
That looks
He's been in prison
Yeah.
for ages, isn't
legit.
it?
Is he in
right?
for life?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
life, yeah.
He's in for life.
Yeah.
He's in.
He
Right?
don't even
So,
feel like he's in prison.
no, he,
That's
he
what
Man's
he
wants
releasing
to.
tracks left,
Every
right,
new
and centre,
tune
bro.
he's on there straight away. So listen to this now. If Skinny Bang was to move
Bad
to America,
guy.
for example, right, and done tune,
Big
tune,
bumper.
this guy, you're telling me he's still not gonna get the money, get the views, and get the listens in Jamaica? Of course he will.
He will.
Come on.
But
Certain
devil's advocate,
people.
right? I've actually mentioned this in a comparison before, right? We obviously know that, you know, Vibes does talk a lot of that kind of stuff in his music. But us as DJs playing it, are we condoning the violence?
No.
No.
Because we're quick to cancel out music that, you know, when people do fuckeries, but then when it comes to artists that are actually
He is probably the
talking
only
all this
artist,
stuff,
I'd say,
Who
that
vibes?
hasn't been cancelled based on what he's done.
But you know what? I just
It's-
thought about it.
it's
This
the
is what I
culture,
said,
though.
right? It's not the culture. You
It
gotta
was back
remember. No, I just feel like, look, let's be real, right?
It's true, though. It's true.
This entertainment. Do you understand?
Right?
Your music's entertainment, right? It's your business entertainment, right? Yeah.
Right.
I can make a track about, I'm running the streets, blah, blah, blah. I ain't running those streets. You understand? I'm on a bus, right? Levels, right? But if I say that, it's my entertainment. Like, I'm not making it up, or I'm just talking, or I could talk about from past or whatever. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I feel like that's entertainment, right?
Right.
Now, what you do as a physical person, that's different. Does that make sense? That's the
Right.
whole point I'm trying to say. So if Cartel is talking about this or that, it's entertainment. He ain't doing none of that, bro. He's in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course we know.
But
that.
also another thing to that, yeah, you see with the whole Dutch Avelli thing, and then you look at Vibes or whatever, Dutch he just cancelled like music. That's it. He's done.
Yeah, but
Vibes is still carrying on.
but he's still
Yeah, but he's
releasing
still going.
music
Yeah,
and
but-
he's still getting views on
yeah,
Spotify.
but listen, but hear this. I reckon what helped Vibes is the time it happened. This is like 2009. Okay, if Vibes was to go to prison now, let's just say all
Yeah,
actually
it'll
happened
be cancelled.
today,
It'll be cancelled now.
I reckon it'll be cancelled.
Yeah, 100. It'll be cancelled.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be cancelled.
There's definitely like a big cancel culture at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course there is. I mean, people trying to cancel, what was it, Tory, for example, you know?
Will Smith.
But you
Will
know
Smith.
what?
Yeah, Will
I don't
Smith,
feel like. Sorry, we'll touch on that. But the Tory Lanez thing, I feel like
It's just
even though I
rubbish.
feel like it didn't completely hinder him, I actually feel like it has.
Yeah, it has.
I don't feel like he's been on form since that's happened. Because he released an album a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Listen to that. But can't lie, it's a good studio album.
It's actually a good.
But there won't be any tunes that kind of
It's
hit
not
the
clubs.
clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but talking of albums and obviously people, okay, fair enough, I'm not talking about necessarily being cancelled, but what album has really hit this year? Let's be real.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna say one because you
Nah,
put in your story
do
the
you know
other
what?
day.
Do you know what? I'm not convinced yet. Maybe give me another 2 weeks. You
Bruv,
know?
you said to me last
No.
week.
Yeah,
And you put in your story.
Obviously, yeah, I did.
Who?
For Lil Baby's album. Right?
Nah.
Lil Baby's
Nah.
album,
Hey,
right?
hey.
No, pause. I'm just saying, right? For me, of all the albums I've heard, I do like it, but I need to listen to it a bit more. You get me? Just to.
He's
embed.
definitely the most consistent one
Of
in hip
course,
hop at the moment.
of course.
Who
But
else
look
is
at everything, bro.
Who
Look.
else
No
is
one.
there?
Well,
No
Drake's
one.
put
Who?
one.
Who?
Beyonce's
There's no
obviously put one. Not Beyonce. Was it Beyonce? Yeah, Beyonce.
No, she didn't
Um,
do an album though, did
Was
she?
it an album?
So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, of course
it's
she
an
did.
album.
An
yeah.
album.
I thought
Chris
it was a
Brown,
song.
for example, he's done an album.
Yeah.
No offense, right? These are big people, and let's be real, they did flop. So
Nah, see,
Drake's album didn't really
I
flop, to be
disagree
honest.
there. I disagree
why did you disagree?
because I'm only gonna talk about the ones that I've listened to and that I can vouch for, right? So Chris Brown's album, brilliant, amazing studio album. But the pattern that I'm seeing in these, as you pointed out, these big artists that are releasing albums is that there isn't hardly any singles coming out for the clubs.
yeah.
But they're good studio albums. They're good to listen to. So the Drake thing was a very controversial one, right? Because obviously he went down that route with the house with Black Coffee and that stuff, right? And then you had the Jimmy Cooks. Is it Jimmy Cooks?
Yeah.
Savage.
a hard tune,
Not
though,
not
right?
a massive hitter in the clubs, but it still goes down well.
Yeah.
I think it's still okay, right?
I think it's
Which
cool,
was a
yeah.
bit of a left turn on that album because it's all house and then one hip hop tune, right? But when you listen to some of the house tracks on the Drake album, like Text Go Green,
Massive.
Sticky, Massive, they're actually big tunes. Obviously, not in some of the clubs that we play at as urban rooms, urban clubs. But yeah, Chris Brown album, amazing. I think it was a solid album. No singles. Drake, hit and miss. Beyonce, Break My Soul was the only single that, for me, that come out as a single and then popped off in the clubs. Tory Lanez, another big studio album.
It's nothing on
Can't
it, though.
really hear any music being played in the clubs from that. And then the Little Baby one, I'm sure there'll be one or two off there because some have been hitting in the Spotify playlist.
What about D Block's album?
Hey.
There's a few on there.
For the Win.
It's not gas me.
It's not
For
a
the
bad
Win's a good
album.
That's
tune.
the only good. Yeah, For
Yeah,
the
it's a
Win.
good tune.
Yeah.
It's not a bad album, but I'm just starting to see a trend. Like there's all these albums coming out now, and I'm not hardly
Do you
seeing
know
any
why?
singles.
Do you know why? That's what I think. Because they realise that look, the game's changed.
Mm.
They just got to be, instead of just for content for them is songs. So if they put out an album with look at Chris Brown. How many songs is in the album?
Oh.
Like 1 billion, right?
Yeah.
He puts it out so everyone can stream it. That's where the money's at. He's trying to get more streams, more money, more money. More streams, more money, more money. She don't care about the single. Just is trying to get more streams and more streams and more streams. That's why they put
Do you know
out
what?
so
Do
much
you know what I think? Right. I think every artist now. I mean, obviously we all know, like you said earlier on, you look into TikTok for example for like music. I think if an artist was to look at releasing a song and they looked at TikTok and thought, okay, cool, what can I do to be in TikTok, like a dance,
Doja.
whatever. Like
Like
Doja,
Doja.
for example. Like for example, I got hit up just last week, right? There's this tune called Party Time, right? Got sent the video, I looked at it, apparently it's popping off, right? Thought, okay, cool. I thought the song
Who's it
was,
by?
I don't know, I'll tell you right now actually, hold on. Some weird artist.
Is it a UK artist?
No. It's, I don't know, 9CR, Armani, like some weird name, innit? But anyways, I played it. I listened to it. I thought it was shit, but I thought, okay, cool. 4 people asked, right? So I play it. I played it. They all knew it. I was like, okay, cool. I played it on Monday at Watford. They knew it. So clearly, the song is shit, but because it's on TikTok, it's a big song.
Yeah.
how it is.
So
there's a trend.
It's like
with
Yeah.
Munch as well. Munch.
Exactly.
That's another
Yeah,
one.
Munch. That tune, no joke. I played that last Friday for the first time, yeah? Most of the crowd looked at me like I'm a handicap, okay? However, some girls liked that tune. And I can't lie, I listened to it. I just thought, do you know what? It's weirdly good. It's a bit like beer. There's a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? Like,
when I drop that song,
Straight
I can't
pull up.
lie, it
Straight-
is crazy
straight
when
pull up.
when I've dropped it, yeah.
the
But
Munch tune.
but when it goes into that verse very quickly,
Yeah.
it's worse.
You know
than
what it
WAP.
reminds me? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what it
It's
reminds
worse
me of.
than WAP.
WAP.
Nobody cares about that verse. Yeah, it is worse than WAP. Imagine WAP, you get like 32 bars out of it, yeah? Right?
Oh, I'm dead.
But the Munch tune, wow.
It's
Half the
eight
time.
bars, bro.
Bro.
Gotta pull it.
Yeah, straight pull it and then get
Bro,
another song.
I'll go on beat jump and I go back again. I make the
Oh, yeah,
chorus
8-bar
double
beat jump.
so then I can go mix it out of the chorus. It's crazy, but yeah, obviously that's a TikTok thing now, and it's becoming a trend.
It's that 15 seconds.
It's what we've been talking about all along, but it's just been getting, I wouldn't say worse, but it's been getting more like what we've been talking about, where people's attention
Yeah, but that
spans are
song
getting
there,
quicker.
it's funny. You're gonna laugh at this, right? My friend who sends me all this, because I'm not really into TikTok. So she sends me TikTok videos that I'll pop in, and I ask her a simple question: which part of it is popping? Right? She sends me the seconds, and that is it.
Yeah.
I play that part and I move on. No, Joe, that song there, I mixed out from 38 seconds onwards. So that's it. I only played that part.
How many songs are we playing right now in sets that they're fucking with a verse?
No
Just the verse.
Old stuff.
Can you say?
Yeah, only the old stuff.
Can you say 5 songs right now, Ray Dot? This is directed at you.
That?
5 songs right now that you can play with the verse to.
Wait, you talking about current though, or just any song?
Just any
Whatever,
song.
whatever. In your club set. Just to make it easier.
There's a lot.
What, 5 songs?
I can give you.
Yeah,
I
I
can
can,
give
yeah.
you-
Verse and chorus that you can play where the crowd don't go flat after the chorus.
Nice for what?
Okay.
Work.
Don't know about that one.
Okay.
Last.
Yeah.
Love No Anti.
50-50 on that one.
Okay. Hot Nigga. It's another one.
Okay. I was just about to correct you then, but I thought, no, it's cool. I don't have to correct you.
Listen, I can
I'm too used to correcting people. I'm sorry.
Alright,
I'm too used to correcting
I say
people.
hot boy. On my laptop,
Yeah.
it's called
Yeah,
hot boy.
I actually call it. Obviously, I have to call it hot boy.
Yeah, you have to.
But-
innit?
but-
Even on the laptop, it has to
But
be.
when it first come out, it was so hard to what to call it until they actually started changing it everywhere to hot boy.
Yeah, on my laptop, it's called hot boy.
Or like my hitter. Even though it's,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that.
One more.
I'm sure that was fine.
No,
That's
well.
4.
No, it was that 4. I'll give you what's that? Vegatream. That Reminisce, whatever you call it. That's another tune.
Do you know how to say it in Furious?
Yeah, come on, Mr. I'm half French.
I'm half Tunisian, like my man here. So we speak Patois there, you get me?
Yeah, go on.
He
what-
probably speaks more than I do. I
what is
don't
it?
even understand it.
I don't know. I got Reminisce.
No, Ramene.
I just go. I know words.
You went to Paris, Mr. Paris over
Come on,
here.
Mr. Parry.
Mr. Paris.
Parry.
So yeah, that's my 5 tunes. Do you know what? Let me give you some more.
No, it's
No.
alright. Don't worry
You
about
want
it.
Don't worry about it.
Anyways.
I had one more, but cool.
No. Anyways.
Hold on, pause. You name 5 then.
What? You try and test me?
No, I just want to know what your 5 songs are.
Okay, so
Put it
you
in
want
a
to go
set.
into verses as well, yeah?
Put it in a
Yeah,
set,
yeah.
innit?
Okay. Body, Keisha Becky, Clash.
Well, pause. What do you mean? You play the whole first verse of Clash?
No, you can play a verse. That's
you
the
play
whole
the
point.
first verse.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
A form of a verse. I'm not talking about the whole song. I never said once the
No,
whole
I'm
song.
saying, so you play the first chorus and you play the whole of Dave's first verse.
No. I'll go chorus, verse, chorus. If you can play a song with chorus, verse, chorus, it's
Yeah,
successful
but
in my
Dave's
opinion.
first verse, right, in Clash, right?
Yeah, of
So you
course.
play chorus and then the whole of Dave's verse
Yeah.
and then the chorus again.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So I'm just talking about songs that you can actually play a verse when you're playing in the club.
Praise the Lord is probably another one that you can do like that with.
Yeah,
Nasty is another one.
but remember 90%, 95% of the songs that you've named are songs pre-COVID.
No.
Yeah.
I named you 3 tunes that are post-COVID.
Go on
Last.
Love No Anti.
Love No Anti don't count
Why doesn't it count?
because you're not running the whole song. Or
Yes,
the
you
verse.
are.
No,
I run the whole song.
Oh my days, I've run the whole thing.
fair enough.
Okay, what's your songs? Go.
Well, you just threw me off now.
It says Keisha
Clash,
Becky,
Keisha Becky.
Gunlean or whatever it was. Gunlean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunlean.
That was all
Doja.
pre-COVID.
Doja.
Which Doja tune?
Doja.
Oh, Doja.
Doja.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Gone, yeah. I thought we used to talk about the artist, did it? Sorry.
Oxlade, Colosa.
Oh, yeah.
I even play Sumba, you know, the full song.
Yeah, I
of
play
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hate when I hear
but can
people
I ask a
cut it.
question?
I'm like, nah.
Yeah, but why they
But
cut
question.
it before Burner's bit?
No, they cut it to burn. I'm like, bro, like.
You can actually run the whole thing. You can run it. You can run it.
Question. that tune there, yeah. So obviously last and that came around the same time, yeah.
Not
Last
really,
still
not
hitting
really.
the way it hits. I feel that tune has dipped.
Yeah, because it got overplayed.
That
It's
Sungba
got overplayed.
tune.
Nah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it depends where you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I agree.
100.
Yeah.
You playing with some black people? Nah,
It won't. Yeah, it won't. It won't. It won't die off.
It's not dying.
No, I don't say it's dying. I just think it's just not
Nah,
the same impact as it was when it
Depends
first
where
came
you
out.
play.
It actually depends on a few factors: how you're playing it,
When you're
where
playing
you're playing it in the night, and where you're actually playing it location-wise.
Fair enough.
But I love playing Hammer piano.
I normally just drop the burn a
Wait,
bit
wait,
in a
that's
sec and then bang.
Boy.
Listen, you normally play Hot Boy for 30
Alright,
seconds.
no one needs to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about
how
that.
long you play.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about
You
that.
played
Yo,
that
we
30
don't-
seconds.
No, we don't need to.
Right, so guys,
No,
let me-
we don't need
wait,
to talk about this.
Wait, hold up a second. I just want to break this down for people that do know, yeah, because we want to dumb it down a little bit. So
God.
Chris over here, right?
It was
Everybody
once. It
knows
was
Bobby
once.
Shmurda, Hot Boy.
was
You know
once.
that is when you're in the club. I know girls want to hear bashment, Afro beats, and a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of drill, but when you play Hot Boy in the club, everyone's getting turned. Yeah, you know from start to finish that song is getting run. My man over here played it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That is a disrespect.
Yo,
Did he get to the bit
Disrespect.
Did he get to about a week ago? Tell me that part.
Bro, 30
30
seconds.
seconds.
Bro.
I thought maybe he might have jumped the
30 no 30 seconds from the start.
yo. You know, that's it. That's
all
it.
that
Cut out, innit?
That's a
That's it.
disrespect. Don't ever do that again.
No, it was only once. It was only once.
Yeah, you can't ever do that again.
No, it was hype though. It was
But
hype.
so
It was hype.
so don't talk
hype.
about when you cut into tunes because that
That was
you
it was
ain't got
hype.
leg
It was
to
a hype
stand
one though. Trust me, it was hype.
Bro,
A hype one? A hype one? 30 seconds of Hot Boy? You can't
drunk?
even justify that.
Nah, I wasn't drunk.
You're always drunk.
These young bloods, I swear.
Always drunk.
Oh my
I
god.
see it
Nah, I
with this
don't-
guy. I see it with this guy, and I'm seeing it with this guy.
I said this guy. I said
Wait,
this
wait,
guy.
pause,
Look at his face.
Pause. Let's not talk about when you used to get lit. Bro.
Hold up.
Yeah?
Hold up.
I'm 10 years on you.
Doesn't matter.
100 on you. 8 on you. Right? So I see all you guys come up. So I've seen it all. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do
Right.
it.
Seen what? Me play Hot Boy at 30 seconds?
Nah, bro.
What, get lit?
Get
Nah,
lit.
like, no, get lit's fine, bro. But like, get lit too much or.
I've seen you get lit too much. You got blind. So there's not.
I'm dead.
There's not.
One time.
Wait, wasn't it that night? He's like, bruv, I'll just type it. I did
Bro, I couldn't see the waveforms, right? And I couldn't hear the music, right? But because I know my songs, I know where all my cue points are.
Yeah.
I can hear the loud music, but I can't hear nothing in my headphones, and I can't see properly, right? Because I had 2 bottles of Ciroc Mango.
More than Ciroc, mate.
So you went deaf and blind.
I was just like,
just got you
I was like, I can't mix. But because I know the cue points, I was just like, okay, it sounds like this. Drop the cue point, then mix it. And I had another DJ there. Is it going alright? He goes, bro, it's rammed, it's busy. And I'm like,
I would have loved to be in the club that night.
I was like, I don't even know.
I would have
You
paid.
don't
for
even
that.
know what you're looking at.
I would have queued and paid entry for that night.
I was on autopilot. I still shouted that, but I was on autopilot. And when I went to the hotel, I was like, never drinking.
Wait,
Ciroc
I remember. Wait, was
ever
that? It was
again.
New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
Nah, it was in Romford. I DJed downstairs. They booked me to do the downstairs and the upstairs at the time. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was just drinking. I was gas. I had some Ciroc. I was in my cousin's sneaks. I had way too much alcohol. I've never had Ciroc since. I don't touch Ciroc. And this is maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Crazy night. Never again.
I remember New Year's Day 2018, I think it was, when you rang me. Do you remember when he was at Watford? He's like, bruv.
Oh, that was so bad.
All I do is throw up.
Just for the record, I haven't drank alcohol since June 2021.
Hold on, man.
No alcohol since June 2021. I'm done.
No, that's good.
It's good.
I'm done.
And you know what? Following on from that,
Mhm.
like you guys can like sit here and laugh, but my accomplishment for next year is actually to quit alcohol too.
Teetotal and that.
Sorry?
And shisha as well.
You're gonna
Alcohol and
quit?
shisha.
You're gonna
yeah.
quit shisha.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yo.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why, because at the start of this year, which I normally do every year, I do like a month's detox, dry Jan, right? But this year, I actually got as far as 4 months with no alcohol, which I was really pleased about, by the way. And I felt the changes in my body. Like, I didn't feel as sluggish. I was a lot more sharp. I felt more healthier. I was a lot more fitter. But you know what it's like, as us DJs as well as consumers listening, it's a bad habit going to the clubs every weekend, even having
Just
that
get
1,
waved.
2 shot, whatever, right?
I've always said, didn't it? Sorry, not alcohols. DJs are undercover alcoholics. You know, you listen. You may not want to get drunk,
Are
but
you looking at me?
you're always going to have that
Well,
one. If you have that
Yeah.
one, you're going to have that 2, right? Every week. Think about it. If you have that, your drinking tolerance is up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
I just wanna knock it on the head, man. I actually want to see if I can do it myself. I've done it 4 months. Why can't I do it longer?
100%.
The
It can be
shisha
done.
thing,
Shisha's a hard one,
I think.
innit?
Do you know what? Funny enough, right? People would probably think differently about this, but I actually think the shisha is going to be harder than the alcohol.
Hundreds.
And the reason why is because in my own time, when I socialise with my friends and catch up, we go to a lot of shisha lounges, and obviously, even at one of the venues I'm at the moment, Azora, they hook me up for shisha all the time, which
I think that's probably why you want to take it off though, because you're there every week with a shisha.
But the thing is, the reason why I do the shisha, it's not because I actually enjoy it, which that's the truth. It's because I'm there with my friends to socialise. If I'm at a shisha lounge and I'm not having shisha and my other friends are having shisha, why am I there?
Well,
So
you're
it's
there
a
'cause
social.
you're
It's
with your friends.
Yeah,
yeah,
words.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was-
but,
You
yeah.
don't feel
but I
pressured
yeah,
to
yeah,
do it.
no, it's not a pressure. It's
So why, if you don't like it, why are you doing it?
I just do it, bro. It's just it's like a reflex, it is.
There's a
It
reflex
is.
muscle
I
memory.
don't- it is.
Bro,
it's
I've been to shisha with you.
Yeah, but
I
no,
don't do
but
shisha.
you know what, bro? The thing is, the way I'm trying to explain it, I know how I mean by it, because you don't really do shisha, right? You don't.
But you don't like
Period.
it, you said.
Yeah, but I don't.
What?
It's
You
not.
don't like
He
shisha?
just
No,
said, I don't like
no,
it, but
no, I
he
don't-
does it because his friends are doing it.
It's a sociable thing.
No, you don't. No, you to be there with your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been with you guys. You know, remember I used to come to shisha land back in
Yeah.
thingy, and I won't do shisha, and I'd be fine. I'll have like a dessert, play cards, we still
Yeah,
chat.
but I've been doing shisha for time now.
Yeah,
So
I know, yeah.
when I say
I
to
got a
you, it's
question for you.
hold up, bro. When I say it's like a reflex for me, because I've been doing it for so long, it's just like, oh, cool, I'll do shisha. That's cool. And it's funny because I don't even smoke. Like, normally smokers do shisha, right? I don't know if you've smoked before,
no,
but
I've
obviously I know
never.
you do a lot of shisha as well,
Yeah.
right? But ultimately, I just know obviously it's not good for the body. Same as the drinking alcohol. So I just, when it comes to next year, I actually want to try and cut it out, man.
I think
You
for
know?
me,
If
the
the
alcohol is
clubs-
the worst one
If
for
the
me.
clubs was to bring back shisha, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but the shisha in clubs ain't shisha, bro. It's like
like
we
vape
see the
Yeah,
vape
it's the
thing
vape
the other
stuff,
day.
yeah,
I
yeah,
posted a post up on Instagram
I see that
with
one.
some girl, and like she's something with her kidney or something.
Lungs
oh, no,
collapsed,
her
lungs collapsed, yeah.
lung, yeah. And it's just like I've been saying this all along about these vapes. Like they're not, and it's not far off with shisha. So I'm like, you know what? Not because of that post. I was thinking about this way before that post. Like, I need to cut out shisha as well because I want to work on my body, man. Your body's your temple. I know it's very cliche and niche to say, but it's the truth.
Happy
It's the
to
truth,
hear that.
man. And when you get older, my young bloods, you'll realise. You've started. To be
here for a
fair
bit.
though, you've slowed down quite a lot from where you was at. I know you still drink here and there, innit? You know, we'll not.
Yeah, we don't want to
the
talk about that one, innit?
Well, I
We
can't
won't talk about the episodes when you have a drink, but I think you've improved a lot with not drinking
Yeah,
alcohol
I
as
don't-
much.
I don't drink much anymore.
You listen to your elders. It's fine. It's good.
No, it's not even that. It's just it doesn't excite me like that no more. And you know what? I'll tell you where it's changed my mind. I'll say Ramadan. Yeah, I was coming out the clubs. People are falling left and right next to me, and I'm just walking out the club fresh as a daisy. And you know what? I get it. When we drink, we enjoy music more. We enjoy the vibe more. You know, you feel it a bit more. You're having a great time. You're in your own element. Let's be real, right? But you know, walking at the club, feeling
Can you talking to
sober-
the mic, please? Because you.
Everyone can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
I feel like you wake up the next day, you're not hungover. It's great. I can't lie. It's really good.
It's great. I can vouch. It's great.
Krish, one day when
this
we
one's
look back on this podcast and this chat, you will get there in the end, my
top
friend.
tier alcoholic.
No, I think the shisha. For me, the
you-
shisha's not too bad. It's the alcohol. Like it's that.
Would you class yourself as an alcoholic?
No,
You sure?
Whoa.
No.
Anyways,
no.
Let's have a go at the story.
you
No.
you remind me. You remind me.
I know
No
this-
joke.
I know what you're gonna
Hold
say.
up. You remind me of what he was
Yeah,
like.
that's what I knew you were gonna say.
Bro, I
Exactly.
love drinking. Like I would have a bottle all the time.
I'm
like-
not going to talk about the ins and outs, but you drink a lot, yeah. So
I'll be honest.
I hope
think he
you
drinks more than me.
Of
Well,
course
back
I
then-
do. Of course I do, bro.
Let's not talk about last
Oh,
night.
so you're not alcoholic, but now
No,
you
I'm
drink
not.
a lot.
No,
No,
I'm not
trust
an
me,
alcoholic.
listen, no,
Because
no.
I can go for a period of time and not
Chris,
drink.
there's a reason why he's saying that because, bruv, I drank a lot. Okay.
What, you think I drink more than what you used to do?
Bruv, I've witnessed you. You drink
Right.
more than me. Should we talk about how many shots this guy had last night?
This guy's an elder man. Look at him. He's like,
Yeah,
No,
just
do you
easy.
know- but do you know what it is, yeah? No, but do you know what it is?
Influencing the day.
No, do you know what it is, yeah?
Elder states.
We all mature in life, right? Okay? We all mature in life. Forget the fact that what it does to you feeling hungover and everything, right? There's when you're drinking, you've got so much to lose. especially if you're driving. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's gone full circle. Do you know what? Do you know why it's funny, guys? For those that don't really know us personally, or you're tuning in for the first time, is because when young A Dizzle was a very young Jedi in this thing, me and Infurious was preaching all this stuff to him. He didn't choose to listen on various times. It let him down sometimes, you know, but he's grown up now, full circle, and now he's giving the advice to young
I'm as
blood
loud as
Chris.
it gets right now. You get me?
Apart from the sweets.
Yeah.
Apart from the sweets, yeah. I won't follow that advice.
Anyways,
It's hello this thing, yeah. I'm telling you.
swiftly changing it up because we're going to be coming to the end soon. So it's kind of off the back of the last subject we were speaking beforehand, is about the quality of music, and it's getting worse. So one thing for me in the clubs, I'm not going to lie. Look, I know there's thousands of songs we can play, but we always circulate with the same songs that we're playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually getting kind of bored at the moment
Same.
because I feel like there's no new music to play that I'm like, oh shit, I can't wait to play this song in the club. Like, I haven't had that feeling in such a long time, and I just feel like the quality of music's got worse. Like, especially with TikTok. TikTok's got silver lining; it's doing great, giving awareness for people, new artists, whatever, right? But in terms of as far as clubs go, wow.
See, the problem is the crowd's getting younger. It means the older stuff we can't really get away with anymore, like warm-ups. No, because think about. Okay,
the stuff we're relying on.
But no. I'm talking about older stuff. Like I'm talking about like Body on Me, like all of them tracks there. Yeah, like Miss
Body on
Independent,
Me? What?
like Miss Independent, like all of that stuff. Yeah, you can't run that shit as you could before. So, but then the crowds are getting younger. But then the problem is they don't even know the new stuff anyway. So what are we playing? Realistically, like we're literally relying on stuff between 2020 and 2010. Literally between that.
I think the old school still, everything before COVID still works. I think obviously it's the way that you deliver it, but I think the new generation and the new music, they are very clued up. I don't think they're not clued up with it. I think they are.
Let's be real. What was the last big hip hop tune that come out?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't
You know what?
That's
Do
enough
you know what?
retired.
You tell me.
I don't really know.
There we
to
go.
be
Would
honest.
you say it in a minute?
It
Was
could
one
be,
of the
it could
big-
be, yeah, it could
it's
be,
up there.
could
It's
be.
up there. But I'm talking like heavy.
Oh,
yeah.
I know one. Ada always says it. Freestyle.
I can't lie. I
love the
can't
tune.
lie. I've got to say this because I know so many DJs are going to be watching this. I'm going to say this with chest, yeah. Like, obviously, for those that don't know, this tune come out on one of his first ever albums, yeah. I really like the song. Great hip hop song. But a lot of DJs, including some DJs in this room, I've only just jumped on it recently, and they play it as if like it's a new tune. And do you know what?
That's like Warm though.
I'm
Same
glad.
as Warm.
I'm glad. What?
Same as Warm.
What do you mean warm?
Okay,
Warm's a lot
trouble.
more newer than.
Yeah, I
than
know,
Freestyle,
but
right?
yeah, I know, but when it dropped, no one was playing it. Obviously, only
I was
now.
playing it. I was
you're
playing
playing
loads
Warm.
of K-Trap, bro. I'm the drill guy. That's it.
True.
Morrison right here.
True guy, you know.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. But yeah, like a lot of DJs are only playing it now. And I'm like, where have you been? You've been hiding in like under a rock or something. So I'm glad you guys are finally playing it now.
Do you know
But
what?
it's a
I'm
good
glad.
tune.
Yeah, but the thing is, you look at that tune. That tune. Obviously, when we checked it, was it 2017 or something?
Yeah.
But then look at Love No Ante, 2019. But everyone thinks it's a brand new tune that's come out. They just say lockdown onwards, right?
Yeah.
But
No, but
So-
the difference is that
maybe
we
no
were
one
playing
cared.
it.
Yeah, and I'm
When
not
it came
disputing.
out,
I'm just
we were
saying.
playing it
Oh,
like
even
18,
Ramune.
19,
Ramene's a
20.
good one as well.
Who?
Ramune, Veggie Dream. Ramune, Kubla, Alameda.
What?
Yeah, that one, innit?
What language is that?
Ramune, that one, yeah. But that's the
is
same.
that?
But that's the same. That's the same. No.
But
But that's the same. That's what.
Ramen or something. I was like, what?
Ramen, bro.
I was like,
No, but that's the same, though.
No, but
That's the same thing.
no. The difference is before COVID, we were playing it.
Yeah, we were.
We
Yeah,
were
I
playing
was
that
playing
from when it was hitting the clubs. We were playing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
let's just clear it up. I was playing it, right? No, levels. I was
I
playing
was the
it.
only guy
Sir,
playing it.
man, you know what? I'll tell you straight. Only people that were playing that tune was in West. When I was going West, I heard Jojo.
That's what I'm
Charles.
saying,
like,
Jo-
yo.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I love this tune, right? Sounds good. I was playing it. Certain man were laughing at me. Why are you playing French music? Like, why are you playing French? Like, that people were laughing, and they see it was hitting, and they were like, okay, cool. And they were implementing it, and I didn't hate, and I loved
I
it.
got a question.
When did it
Say.
drop? 2019 or 18?
I got a question for you.
World Cup 2018.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Who's laughing at you?
I don't know. People are laughing at it. But it's cool because I don't care. As people get with it, they get with it. everyone's got different journeys, different times. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so like, look, when you're playing freestyle time, you jumped in and out. Like, we're not gonna hate on you. We're happy. So I'm happy that people are jumping on it. That's the main thing.
You know, I personally I've heard that tune. Let's just say like lockdown onwards, right? So in my head, because we've not played anything during lockdown, and now we've come out of lockdown. To me, that tune is new.
Which one?
That freestyle tune, right? Love No Anti again, 2019. But realistically, that tune didn't
But
blow
no one
till
was playing it
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
no,
We were
no one,
playing
yeah.
freestyle for time.
No, forget freestyle. I'm talking about Love No Anti, for
Yeah.
example. Look how big that tune is, yeah? In most people's eyes, if you ask them today, they'll probably think that's a brand new tune.
They'll
Yeah,
think
but
it dropped
Love
last
No
year or
Anti,
something.
that come out the back end of COVID when clubs and things started to open. So when I first started hitting
That
the
tune come out
clubs,
when we went to Ibiza.
I was playing that song when we was allowed to go into venues. I was playing it from the get-go.
Yeah, because obviously, yeah, I get that. But I'm trying to say to you, that tune come out when we went to Ibiza that year.
But no one was playing it.
But no one was playing it.
No one knew.
So yeah, that's my point. So coming out of lockdown where we ain't played stuff, right? Obviously, it's a brand new
That
tune.
tune got big through lockdown because whatever was, you know what I'm trying
Yes.
to say on the socials,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But
TikTok.
what we're trying to say, I get it though. We were playing freestyle when it was just big in general. But then it got big recently because that post, and then now
Yeah,
it's
but you
kind
know
of
what
got another
blew?
resurgence, and
Yeah,
now you're playing.
Yeah, but you know why that tune recently blew up? You see what they done in America with the NFL, where they claimed that would be like the national anthem. That's what blew the song. Because I was sent that and I was like, rah, this is sick. What's this tune?
Yeah.
But funny enough,
this
that's what I said in my head. What's that tune? But then you know what's crazy? When I went to go on my laptop, I've actually had it on my laptop.
There we go. Yeah.
For a
But
long
it's fine.
time.
But we don't hate, bro. I'm glad that you're playing it. That's how I see it. Now you're playing, I'm glad. I want everyone to play it. And we want you to play Hot Boy for the whole song. You know what? I'm so glad. I'm so glad I don't go to your sets. Because if I was to come to your sets, bro.
Tell him the other night when I come see you in Colchester. At one point I was like, bro, I'm going to...
Wait, is it what you put? Is it what you put in the group chat? When
No,
you-
that was somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
What,
was
can I say
somewhere
that
else.
loud now?
Well, was that me?
That was
No,
you.
no.
Of course it was you. I was like, send this guy home.
No, that was no, it wasn't. I
It
was
was
at
him.
I was at another event. With the music being played extremely.
Oh
fast.
no, that was recently.
Oh, you're talking
Last
about...
week.
Oh, you're talking
when you went to
about...
go see this guy when he played No Words.
Oh, yeah, no words. Plus like 8. I did plus...
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like 100 and-
I did like
Was it
109.
109?
It wasn't terrible, but I would not do it personally. It wasn't like, oh shit, he's fucking it up. It was just like,
We was having this
come on,
conversation
Chris,
last
bro.
night
Make
about,
it a bit more slower.
DJs playing songs it sounds like a chipmunk. Do you remember I used to always have a go at him?
Right, you know what? I'm glad this has come up because there's two things I actually want to try and fit in before we call
What,
it a
2
day on
minutes?
this. Two things. No, not 2 minutes, bro. So the two things are, I've brought one of them up, actually. They've actually both come up in the podcast, but I want to make them very apparent now.
Yep.
Yeah? I'm sorry, and I'm going to look into the camera with this. If you're playing music, hip-hop, yeah, R&B, UK, yeah, faster than +8, +9, yeah, in your sets, it's not allowed. I'm telling you it's not allowed. Bashment, cool. You know what? It's part of the culture, right? It's cool. I accept that. That's fine. But hip-hop and that? Nah.
I still
Sorry.
don't condone it.
And I've been hearing it a lot recently, and I'm like, oh my days. So that's number one. We'll come back to that. Number two, I'm starting to see more apparent now with controllers going on decks, yeah, or going to
100,
Pirate
100.
Studios and bringing your controller to
Or
Pirate
SL box.
Studios. Why did you come to Pirate Studios?
To flex, clearly.
No. But
Legit.
why did you come to Pirate? There's a $6,000 setup there, yeah. All you gotta do is go on YouTube or ask another DJ to connect up. Why are you putting a controller on that $6,000 set? It's a disrespect. Why?
Okay.
So if you're doing that, just ask. Just be like, how do I connect up? Please do not do that. It's a disrespect.
So ones
What
where
do you
see
guys think about that?
the-
I agree.
No, 100. It's the ones where you see the SB controller on top of the CDJs. It's
mad.
like...
It's so mad.
Look, I haven't got a problem with DJs using a controller, even though the
No,
setup
it's
is
not
there.
about them using
It's
a
just the
controller.
fact that they put it on top.
Yeah.
That
it's-
to me is
No,
disrespectful.
it's they don't want to teach. It's the knowledge and understand.
No,
They
no,
don't want
it's
to teach us. No, it is, bro.
No, they're clearly
Because-
using this thing because they can't use a CDJ. I
Yeah,
get
because
that.
they don't
But
understand
that's
how
my
to
point.
use it. That's
no,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no, no, no,
And they don't
no.
want to learn.
No, forget that. If there's a CDJ right here, right,
Yeah.
and there's space here to put your controller, put it here. Okay, put it here. Don't
but
put
9
it on
times
top.
out of 10, bro, there isn't no space.
There isn't any space, yeah.
I'm listen. I've
Let's
seen it in clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no space.
Even if there is space, yeah, they've put it on the decks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disrespect.
But I'm just going off what I've seen in 4K recently on Instagram. Yeah. You've sent me some
Yeah, I
stuff.
see.
Let's
That
be
was
real.
the funniest
Yeah.
thing I've seen.
you're going to Pirate Studios. What's Pirate Studios for? Let's break it down. What's Pirate Studios for? It's for DJs to go record, to go practice, go do that kind of stuff, right? Obviously, big up Pirate Studios. They've got a lot of expensive equipment. Just to give you guys a ballpark figure, a lot of the equipment in the studios is around about £6,000. 2 decks, a mixer. This is what DJs use as a club standard to do their DJ sets, right? So people are hiring out these studios and bringing their controller, and I must add, like a £200 controller or a £300 controller, a controller that people learn on, like maybe a beginner controller, and they're putting it on top of this expensive equipment, and they're not choosing to go on YouTube or ask a more experienced DJ, oh, could I have some help? Or how do you plug in? They're putting their controller on this expensive equipment, and it is an absolute disrespect.
It doesn't make sense to me because it's like, why would you spend the money to come here to bring your controller to do it at home?
Yeah,
what, like,
exactly.
Do it at home?
Like I
So
said,
why did you hire the studio?
they've come there to flex, to show off.
Flex for what? Flex
Because
it's all wrong. It's all
but flex
wrong.
what? There's
It's
nothing to
all wrong.
flex. They're doing the same thing.
Pause.
They do at home.
If they've got a controller, that means they could have done the same video they're going to do at Paris Studios in their bedroom. So
Yeah, they just want
there
to have the
flex.
lights. They just want to have the lights. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yo, you can buy them lights on Amazon.
But you
right?
can-
Yeah, 100. You put them lights on
But you can
Amazon.
flex anywhere. But why come to a studio that you know that has equipment in, that it provides for DJs? Because let's be real, right? Like, what it is an hour, it's not crazy expensive. But when you come here to practice and spend 2 hours, it's like, right, cool, I know what I'm getting. The equipment's there. So I'm going to go practice, record content, whatever it is you're doing, right? But why bring a controller? Why did you pay for the space?
It's like going to a recording studio.
Why did you do it? What was the point?
Go to a
Go
recording
to your
studio and
friend's
use GarageBand
house
instead
if they've
of,
got an empty
like-
room or something like that. Why did you just do that to do that? I would ask for a refund. I'd ask for a refund.
Oh, I want my £25 back.
So that and this music being played stupidly fast, I'm sorry, I just don't fuck with it. It's as simple as that.
Not on the wides. Not on the wide plus 16.
No.
Pause, bro. Pause. Because you was.
I never done a wide. I've never done a wide, bro.
Pause.
I've never done a wide, bro.
I'm glad you
You're
said that.
expressing yourself.
Yeah.
You're ranting.
Yeah.
He's saying it with chest.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of the podcast. That's it.
Oh,
I've seen Bear Man won the wide plus the scene.
But let's be real, bro. Let's be real.
I know you're gonna.
he was doing it
no,
literally
let's be
9 months
real.
ago.
Let's be
Literally
real, yeah?
9 months ago.
No,
you
but I was
doing
never
it.
doing wide, bro. I never did
Bro,
that. I just never put Master Tempo. That was it.
What was my condition? Oh, pause.
I was
Wait,
the only one.
wait. Chris. I got a question.
No, but that's done now. That was
Chris,
done,
Chris,
bro.
I got a
I
question
would
for you.
I would rather play a song, and just so you guys know, right, that we're talking about the tempo, what makes the song a lot more faster, right? You go to a lot of these bashment raves or these uni raves, and they play shit really fast. For some of you consumers, you might not know the difference. You just recognize the song, right? But as DJs, it's just something that
Sounds
you don't
horrific.
do.
Sounds like
It
chipmunk.
sounds so
Yeah,
bad.
chipmunk,
It sounds
yeah.
like a chipmunk. It
Yeah.
does. And Chris, I've caught you so many times, and I would rather play a song, plus 12 with Master Tempo than Master Tempo off.
What was my condition for you when I said to you, take Camberley?
What, a
right?
year ago?
Yeah, but what was my condition? I said, bro, it's a club, it's professional. Do not play something like a chipmunk. Did I
Okay, so
say
can I
that
ask a
to you?
question then? So
I don't do that anymore,
As
though.
Chris was the people that we're talking about, why did you do that? Did you?
That was just through what I've been doing in my life, innit?
No,
Like,
what do you know? Your life.
well, like since I started, like since I
DJ.
started, yeah, since I started
Come out,
DJing.
your mum was like, I'm trying to say your life, bro. What do you mean your life?
Nah, that's when I started.
Like, you've been DJ since when, bro? Man had a controller in
I
the
had a
belly,
control
bro.
in the belly, bro.
Man had a controller
In the
belly.
womb, I was
How
fucking
much is it? One of the
vibing,
little
bro.
Hercules ones, yeah?
Little travel size thing,
I got
bro.
one of them at home.
Oh, shit.
Look, I'm saying you're the guy we're ranting against. Okay, so why was you doing that? And so to give advice to all the young
I know what he
guys,
said.
like you,
It sounded great, he said. I always mugged him for it. I said, bro, do you know what I used to do? For the first month he was at that club, yeah, I would purposely watch his stories to catch him out on it. And how many times have I caught you on it? I said, bro,
Well, that's
stop
what Walsh
doing
did
that.
as well. Walsh
Yeah,
did the same
because look,
thing.
bro,
He's like,
it's
it's
not,
screaming.
listen, it's not me
can't
mugging
watch
you
your
off.
set. I
No,
can't watch your
but
club
listen,
sets,
Chris,
I can't, like,
it wasn't me
Listen
or
to my
Walshy.
live set, bro.
Listen,
There you
yo, hear this. It wasn't about me mugging you off or Walshy mugging you off, but bro, no word of a lie. If someone important comes into that club, yeah, and hears that tune or any tune getting played at that kind of ridiculous speed, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Forget even a big boss. I won't even take you serious. I'll look at you and think you're stupid. Simple as
Look,
that.
listen, end of the day, bottom line, we're not here to grill Chris. We're having a bit of friendly banter. He knows not to do it.
That was
And
ages
he's
ago.
come a long way since then.
He has, and
And
I'm
props
proud
where
of
it's
you.
due.
Yeah, I'm
He
proud
put
of
a
you.
live set up the other day. I know that you praised him for it as
100%.
well.
I told you I said, didn't I?
And I've
Listen
been
to it on the way home.
I've been seeing him a lot in the clubs recently, and he's been doing a good job.
Big up Chris.
It's all part of the journey, man. So big up young Jedi Chris.
Marbella, and I feel like Chris is doing a lot, and I'm happy to see that.
Thank you.
And the Formula One as well, bro.
Yeah.
Come
Well done,
on.
Cool. So we're coming to the end of the
Let's be
podcast.
humble.
I do want to end it on a light-hearted note, because obviously things are constantly changing in the clubs, and we start finding new icks as DJs. I've just kind of segued into it because of the two things that I don't really like to hear or see at the moment. What's your icks at the moment before we sign off? In the clubs.
in the clubs.
Yeah.
Don't stand there with a phone and post something which says, "I don't like this tune" or whatever. Like, don't be a young Karen in the making. Fuck off. The door's that way. Go eat shit. Don't come here and tell me that shit. Simple as that.
Or when the guy's like,
Them ones where they're like, yeah, now cut this shit. What is this?
Bro,
What
I
is
can't
this?
lie, yeah. You know me, I'm hot-tempered, right? I'll stop the music and be like, "Why the fuck are you here? The door's that way. Fuck off."
Do you know what? Right, I swear to God, I think it was the week after I was with you at Colchester, and I was there the following week, right? I think it was the week of Clavish.
Yeah,
I was there with Clavish.
I was there as well. I was there.
It was
Clavish.
either that week,
or
then,
it's Kenny.
you
Or
weren't
was
there
it not
though.
Kenny?
It was Kenny Allstar.
Kenny Allstar.
It was Kenny Allstar, right? And like obviously he's come on, played the bangers, played the Power Hour set, and I've just gone on and played the songs that he hasn't played because I'm not a fan of repeating the same songs, right? And I think it says a lot about a DJ if you're not playing the songs that have just been played. So I'm going on doing my thing, crazy energy. In theory, in an hour, there's still so much more to play after what he's done with his main set, right? So I'm going in with the energy, a lot more current stuff, a lot of the songs that people would fuck with right now. Bro, there's this girl, at the front, and she's going like this. And I'm thinking to myself, where's this girl at? Everyone else is vibing, everyone's getting gassed, and she's there going like that. I was even playing Bashment at the time, I think. Yeah, like all the new Skilly Bang Bashment that Kenny didn't play. I was thinking, is this girl on planet Pluto? Like, where's she at? So, just going off on what you guys are saying, I've seen in many other situations in clubs as well, where like you'll play a song that everyone likes, and then you'll play another song which is a banger, but you can see their energy. They just stand there, they go like that, or go on their phone.
Can I ask a question? When you see that, obviously, let's be real, it does get to us. Not so
gets
much,
to me, it gets
right?
to me.
But like, it's funny you say that because I've had that a couple of weeks ago. What is your response? Because I can't lie, I will happily take the piss out of you on that mic.
Well, I've done it many a times. I've put people on blast many a times on the mic. I think sometimes you need to. It's needed sometimes.
It's needed,
but there's
of course.
Sometimes you just
got to let it go. Yeah, of course.
You bite the bullet. But
I can't lie though. I don't like that.
It's just I don't know. I just don't know what runs through people's heads sometimes when they do that. When they stand there, go like that, or change the song. Or
Yeah.
You play a song. There was dancing before the last one, and then the song comes on. And
they cut from the room.
Why are you here in the club?
I don't know what this is.
Why are you here in the club? Why are you on the phone? Go at home, go into bed, do what you're doing, go on your phone there. Like, why you've come to a club to socialise, to party, do whatever you're doing, and then you're just like there with dead.
The thing is, we can't please everyone in that room. That's a fact.
Yeah, 100
okay?
you can't.
That's a fact. But I'll be honest, right? To see someone in front of me doing that.
Yeah, when
One,
like
it makes you it makes you question yourself. Let's be real. It makes you question yourself. Yeah, like I know I'm not doing
That's
shit
the
job
one that
because
I
obviously
hate.
everyone is dancing, right? But why are you bringing that negative energy into the club? Fuck off. The door's that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
So don't do that. Do you get me? If
Right,
you're that young
cool.
Karen, go eat shit.
Cool.
Anyways, next
Outside
one.
Bill Karen.
Has anyone else got any more icks?
I've got one.
Go on.
Just the hostesses thinking they're entitled to come in a DJ booth.
wait, I've seen your stories.
Nah, that's not
They bring
hostess.
your bro.
No, yo, no.
shut
I'm
yourself in the
I'm talking about now.
They bring your
Nah,
bottles.
No,
bro.
I'm not talking about bottles. I'm not talking about
You get a
bottles.
bottle every week.
I'm not talking about bottles though. Well, hold on. I'm
Bro,
not
you're
talking about
shouting into the
bottles.
mic. It's coming up
sorry,
red.
sorry.
Anyway,
I'm not talking about bottles.
yo, bro.
That's it.
You order bottles every week.
Yeah, but I'm not
they
talking-
do that confetti kind of like.
See it every
They go
week,
like this.
it's
They go. Right? They do. They do that every week. Yeah.
Just a
They
claim.
do that every week.
Have you seen their DJ booth? Him and Luke's. It is horrific. When I went there,
Diabolical.
yo, no joke, I was cleaning for about 5 minutes. I was like, what's going on
no
there?
respect.
But bro, they
That's
cut every week. You order a bottle.
No, I'm not talking about the bottle though. I'm talking about in general. At the end of the night, they just come in, waltzing in.
I can't believe you're sending for the host.
I'm sending for everyone.
So they bring your drink, yeah?
Yeah.
I hope they see this podcast because they ain't going to bring you no bottles, mate.
No cost price, mate.
That's right.
Oh, man,
They'll be like, yo, come and get it from the
I can't lie.
Come and get it yourself.
You just shot yourself in the foot.
Oh, that's alright.
Are you sure you're going to take it back?
No, I won't take it back.
If you would have said like, I'll be real.
Oh,
right?
actually, I've got another one. You know,
I'll be real. I'll be real.
I've got another one. I've got another one.
At Windsor, where I'm at on Saturdays, yeah. Like when I took over this guy, yeah. Obviously, he would have a party on stage. We still have a party now, right? But there's people that were going out when he was there, or the transition when I wasn't there. They literally still come on stage now. I don't know them. And do you know what? The last weekend just gone, I had to go at all of them. You know why? I was like, you come on this fucking stage. You don't even say hello to me.
Just
you don't even
stand
know my
there. Just
name.
stand there.
And you come on the stage and don't even say hello. Do you know how rude that is? Get off the fucking stage. Boom. Done.
I can't lie, yeah.
Done.
Being nice to people, especially in a club, yeah, it don't work. You got to be a savage.
Yeah, you have
got
to.
to tell them how it is. Like, brother, you remember when I come to Windsor and they're standing in front of the DJ booth and they're shaking that thing, and you're like, could you calm down? Do you think they listen? I remember the next time I came there, I said, yo, you touch this booth, you're out. Her face like that.
I actually put someone now, because sometimes every week I can't rely on having security, like my main security guy, Omar, big up Omar, right? He's on holiday at the moment. So I actually, whoever I know that's coming up or comes on stage, I put a designated person by the gate. And I say to them, when someone's trying to get up, you look at me. If I don't give you the nod, you say no. Simple as that. But it's rude, man. Like, how are you just walking up on stage feeling you're entitled? Bit different to the hostesses, Chris, I must say.
No, but it's true though. Like I don't rate it when girls just think they can walk in, no matter who, unless you're coming with me
Question.
or I know them personally.
Right.
Cool, but I don't want random girls.
So if the three girls that brought your bottles over, let's just say 2 hours ago, now have finished working, they want to come into the DJ booth, do they have to ask you to come into the DJ booth? They do.
I want you to actually. I want you to ask.
I can't. That's disrespectful.
No,
Okay.
if you come with me, different. But also they put a cap in my booth anyway. I can only have 4 people in a booth.
Man's got a cap.
Yeah, he put a cap on a
Bro,
booth.
when I was in Brighton, on a Wednesday,
How many we had?
We were shutting it down. I think I was in Brighton for like 4 years, right? Wednesdays, next level, bro. I changed that club, right? We all know how that Wednesdays were going, right? Bro, that booth.
At least, I would probably say about 80 people come through it.
Right, anyways.
And I had to be there for 10 minutes.
Yo. Right, anyways, that's a story for another time, yeah? Obviously, we've got loads of stories to tell about that.
Should I say my ick?
Bro, we've got literally 1 minute.
Okay, don't worry about
Ick.
it.
Right,
No, go on.
we'll come back for the ick for the new series, yeah?
Episode 7.
We've gone over an hour and a half now. This is the finale of the series. Just want to say thank you for you guys being on the series as well, being involved.
Thank you.
Having a good time, sharing some good stories. So yeah, this is the end of the series, man. This is series 2. Series 3 will be coming very, very soon. Thanks for everyone listening and subscribing to the Say It With Chest podcast. Big up A Dot over there. Big up Krish. Big up my boy Infurious. Big up all my other guests that have come on. Expect more guests, more controversial subjects, and everything good, everything all good vibes. We're signing out. God bless.
We out.
And we'll see you soon, man.
Definitely. Thank you.